Okay, that was a fail that time, but I think we're okay now. We might be okay. Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. Uh, I think I figured out what the issue was, though. Probably. Maybe. I need to see if they can still hear me though. Okay, am I audible now? Sorry, I had to end stream to like change settings. Okay, thank God. So, yeah, my issue was like OBS settings are terrible. I mean, like I also just because I'm on a brand new PC and I have to like reconfigure everything. But I was for my recordings when I do them, I always record my desktop audio separate from my mic audio. And so I had my microphone audio recording on a second track. And so I had to switch that to my first track for streaming, so it actually worked. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I am working on a starter house for when I do my single player world. This does not look like much at all yet. This sucks currently. I'm just using wool for this at the moment so I can get a solid shape in. I gotta get my reference up to show you guys, but also I don't think you guys have ever seen my creative world, which is a humongous mess everywhere. it's it's really bad. Also, I really need to get a second monitor because you're gonna see me like pause a lot because I only have one monitor, so I can't like look over at my chat unless I like tab out for a second. But actually, I might be able to pull it up on my phone. Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting stream as I fumble to figure out how to do anything. Let's see here. Why can't I? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to do this as well. Okay, but yeah, sound works now, which is good. I'm gonna wait a minute here, see if some people kind of get in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to I forgot to put this in my Discord. Let me do that real quick. Live stream. All right, let's get going. Okay, so yeah, I've been working on this along with some other projects as of late. Mainly this thing over here has been a project. Oh, I forgot to install a mod for Fulbright, so I'm gonna have to use night vision here to even see in here. But anyway, I've been working on this as of recently. This is my Grand Central Station project, which is a lot. So yeah, why I'm having so many issues with my stream right now. This is terrible. Um Hang on. Why did Moss log in? Okay. Anyway, yeah, okay, I'm trying to like view my stream on my phone right now so I can also not have to be tabbing out constantly to like I don't want you guys to stare at a pause screen for 2 seconds every time I need to look at chat because that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I mean, like, at least now I should be streaming every day now that my computer can actually handle it, which is good. So you'll see me develop this project over the next week or two, because, I mean, this is just the interior section, and I gotta do the entirety of all of the exterior, because this room has... I've gone, like, super in detail in trying to make it accurate, because there's a whole, like... There's gonna be a whole downstairs floor in here that'll be really long. And then also, there's going to be another large hall in this room, and then like after that will finally be the start of the exterior. So there's a lot to work on. You can see some of my other, yeah, my products are just slapped everywhere around here. It's so gross everywhere. Town hall is there, along with a design that was like a first design that got scrapped because it wasn't very good. Yeah, this was the first attempt at the town hall building before the final one. Like it's got some good parts, but it's kind of just like 3 different buildings like as an amalgamation. They don't fit together at all. So that's not good. But the interior was always nice in here. I mean, I think it's the same as that building over there, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Pickle, I got the new PC now finally. I'm now not like running my computer with a windmill essentially. Because it was really bad on the old PC for a really long time. Like even if I wanted to stream, I just couldn't because it would just look like complete garbage. It would look horrendous. But now we can actually, or now I can actually stream. Um, what else can I talk about over here? This is the Titanic. Let me go over here. This is an under development product for a long time. Oh, my night vision is running out. That's fine. I was wondering, I'm like, why is my screen flashing? I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna build this, if ever. I think because it's massive. Like, does F3 plus P fix your issue with showing the escape menu? I don't think so. Wait, oh, it does. Wait, no, it doesn't. I lied. Okay. I don't think it does. Yeah, because I don't. Like, why can't I really need to open my stream on. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Now I figured it out. Okay. So, okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, now I don't have to tap out anymore. I can read chat without having to tap out. I fixed it. But yeah, this is Titanic. Yeah, this is very, very big. I think if I build it, it's going to be a single player project because I'm going to play on large biomes. And and the reason I do that is because there's no ocean in regular biomes that is able to fit this. It just will not fit. It won't fit in the ocean. It's yeah. So, I mean, this is going to be very delayed, most likely. Like, this isn't coming out anytime soon. Because this is massive, and yeah, two, it's just very unfinished. Like, I might work on it on stream at some point pretty soon. I'm yet to find out on what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, originally the plan was to make an ice farm out of it, which, yeah, I don't know. How big is it? I don't know how big it is. I want to say it's like just over 600. Like I want to say it's around 650 blocks long, but like it's absurdly large. And the foot I was planning on doing an interior as well, which is a very dumb idea. Um, and yeah, boats. I have a lot of boats. If I come over here. Wait, do I still have lighting glitches over here? I do. I don't know why I have lighting glitches over here. Let me drink more night vision. I really need to get Fulbright back up. But here you can see my massive boat area that takes up all this space. For all my boats I built in the last world. My last base I designed a lot of boats. A lot of these never made it into the final one. There's some here that are just not very good. This one's pretty bad. This one is good. I think I built this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And this one was for like a streaming event that I may or may not build at some point, but it was in a streaming event that some other streamers were at the time. But I still had a crap PC, so I couldn't stream. Also, yeah, I need to get a Gamma mod, but I'm not gonna leave the game to go install a Gamma mod real quick in the middle of stream. That might be kind of annoying, and I'm not gonna need it in like a minute. But yeah, there's some good ones here. I really like this one, which never got built, sadly. So yeah, I had a lot of fishing boats in the last world. What else could we look at that's around here? Let's see. I mean, here's all my boats in one spot. Here, there is a lot. Now, some of this stuff over here is ancient. It's really, really old. This skull, I want to say, is like 3 years old. It's not very good anymore. At least for current stuff now, it's not very nice. and this is also old. I mean, my like build style has developed a ton because I used to yeah, I used to have a bad habit of just building with like every block imaginable, and yeah, it's not very. It's just it's complete block vomit. It's everywhere. Um, like yeah, I swear some of these builds, oh my old skin I had a bow tie. I remember that. Kelp in the roofs, and yeah, literally every section. I use podzol on the ceiling, like or in the roof here, which is strange. Yeah, and like all these boats are 1-to-1 scale, but I would say Titanic it's a bit larger than 1-to-1 scale. I think because I was more going. I saw a chart of like a person next to the Titanic, and I was more going off of that than actual measurements, just because Minecraft measurements can be kind of strange sometimes. What else is around here? All right, yeah, thanks for hopping in the stream. But yeah, the Titanic is definitely a build. But yeah, this thing, uh, yeah, it was kind of cool experimentation, I guess, at the time. I was really trying to figure out how to do like gradients too, but like also it was just complete chaos. Like here, I need to turn my no clip on if I can remember how to do it. That's fine. But yeah, like as well, like using terracotta and stuff, like it did help, I guess, to figure out what like works a lot in my style later on for details and gradients and all that. Like I think this is good with lecterns and stuff here. I think it actually is quite smart using lecterns for shaping, which I did more later. Like when I haven't showed you guys that, which I'll go check out in a minute. This cliff stuff is also from like 3 years ago. It's in the context menu. The context menu. Am I stupid? I might be. For era of building, it depends honestly. This is in the menu. Press Alt. Is it? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember now. It's like, hang on. Which one is it? Okay, there it is. Fast place. Tinker. Bulldozer. Press Alt. I'm so bad at this stuff. Oh, no clip. It's that one. Duh. I just literally clicked it. I'm so. I'm brain dead. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Back to the question. What style do I build in mostly? Well, for a lot of like the last world, I did like this sort of modern-ish Northwest Pacific style, but like really I do whatever I feel like. I mean, I'm a lot lately I have been doing a lot of more modern-esque stuff, but I think with the the single player world, I'm going to return to a lot of like I haven't done any fantasy stuff in like 10 years. So I kind of want to do some I was watching Game of Thrones again, so I want to do some Game of Thrones style stuff a little bit. That guide video I made, which was kind of just filler for me to work on Grand Central Station that I was working on, because that's going to take forever, made me really want to build more dragons. So I want to do some more dragons and stuff. So like I kind of just do whatever. I know I want to build like an old early 1900s style, like New York type city at some point in my single player world. I think I want to do a lot more train stuff. I really liked building like steam engine type trains. Which I had one over somewhere over here. Yeah, like I've been experimenting some with trains since I've been working on. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I've been working on trains since I've been doing Grand Central. Like this is a okay. Granted, this one is old. The steam engine is like a year old, but still, I like working on this stuff. And I built like this old electric locomotive, which is like it's all right. It's all right. I don't know. It looks weird, but like if you see the reference, it's pretty accurate, but still, it's not a fantastic train. What else is around here? You guys have never seen this before. This is a Serpentines Performance Hunters New York 2. Absolutely fascinating. Yeah, it's really cool. I really like all the sort of like Steam era stuff too. Like I don't know, I just like the architecture and aesthetic of the buildings a lot because I was in New York City for 2 weeks, probably like a couple weeks ago now, and that's really gotten me inspired. Like some of the architecture is really cool. Specifically, yeah, because I went inside Grand Central Station and that sort of thing, and also I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is also like a super like grand building. Um, Also, this is not like a single player world because this is like a creative server that because I play on that server mainly, and so me and my friends kind of have this creative server. But this world is old. Like, this world is like probably 8 or 9 years old. There's so much stuff everywhere. Um, and yeah, I mean, this was pretty fun because this I made this immediately after when I did like when I figured out how to do color grading or like figuring out how to do color in the game. So that's like how I. Why is what? Sorry, my stream quality just went wonky. Um, yeah, this is after I figured out how to do color. Not color grading. Sorry. When I just learned color theory, and so I was using a lot of cool colors in this. Like I was trying to avoid using all warm colors. Um, yeah, and glass panes are amazing. They really help in a lot of these positions. Like there's a lot of glass in here. That and also I've used details of like light gray glazed terracotta that just add like touches of interest, which is cool. Now I don't know if I'm gonna build this or not, just because I do want to do some farm stuff like this for creative or not creative, for the server, the main server that I play on, but at the same time this wouldn't work because it's like in the winter and I kind of want to do more like summer-ish. Um sort of things. But yeah, there's my starter barn here, and oh yeah, that thing. That's not mine. That's like I think that's like 5 years old. That thing is. I don't know who made that. Uh, you'll see some tree attempts here, which are kind of poor. This one was not great. This one, and then I sort of figured out what I was doing with branches more. And then I made like that tree, which was actually pretty good. These are very time consuming to build. Like if I ever to build any of these trees on stream, that's gonna be a nightmare because it's just like 3 hours of leaf placing until like it looks right, and that's annoying. There's so many scrapped projects around. I swear. This is an abandoned like detective office, which I was gonna do a whole like video on doing like parodying like Sherlock Holmes type stuff, but yeah, I just didn't get around to it. Or that, or I can't remember. I think I just had other Make the farm area. I need a place to build a giant pickle jar. Oh yeah, that's right. Me and Pickle have talked about because I want to build like a county fair, kind of, and so that would be like I don't know. County fairs and stuff always have like the prizes for um doing that. Like oh like the biggest pumpkin or something or like whatever that sort of thing. Like world's biggest pickle jar. You'll see some of my like for my skits here, some of my backgrounds I used. Like that's the River Monsters background, or I guess River Mobs that I used for that parody skit. Um, the rockets here, which is my by far my favorite build. Which like, I mean, I wish it would have gotten more views. Like, not that many people watched that video, compared to some of my other stuff, which was kind of upsetting because this is my favorite thing I've ever made. It's really good. I really like how it turned out. It's yeah, I don't know. It took forever as well. And it's to scale, which is pretty cool. Like I've seen the real one of the Saturn V, so it like I do have some issues with it looking at it now. I think the real life one is a little bit thinner. Like this one's a little bulky. It's a little fat, but it's not. Like if unless you've like actually looked at the reference really closely, it's pretty harmless. It's like kind of a nitpick. Um, the space station. Okay, this is the most useless build ever. I mean, I do most of my building for my 1900 steampunk type server, but in survival on a very large scale, so I haven't really practiced with really precise detailing. Yeah, and like, okay, with precise detailing, that's what I've been learning more with, with I guess the town hall, and now when I started doing Grand Central Station, which is a you can fit the town hall inside of the interior. So I'm taking what I learned from like doing these complex details in this a lot. Which I mean, to be honest, Ben, who helped me with it, was responsible for a lot of this. I more just kind of watched and learned, and then added details and sections of the building. But he did like the bulk of the front and the dome. But either way, it helped me learn a lot to where I can now work on this pretty confidently. And yeah, I was fat shaming the rocket. It's my build. Yeah. And like, okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about yeah, you're talking about the Forever World stuff. Like I made a post or whatever saying like, oh, should I start a Forever World? And like, it's weird because I don't like the Forever World trend. It's not a good trend. I don't think it's kind of like because realistically, most people aren't gonna keep their worlds forever. I don't think. I think it's more of, I mean, it's just a trendy thing right now that's kind of going around. It's the same thing with 100 hours in hardcore world, you know, right? Like those sort of things where it'll probably start to pass some. And like I want to avoid kind of doing that. Because like I do want to do a world for as long as I can, but realistically, I feel like not every world's gonna be forever. Like eventually something's gonna happen to it, or you're just gonna lose it, or yeah, I don't know. And most people are gonna abandon them. I think like I more just want to do a single player world so I can keep developing on it for more than a year. Um, Rather than because like these creative this server I play on, the seasons only last around a year and then we start completely over. So it would be nice to have something I can build on kind of as long as I want. Um, which yeah, it'd be nice to at least work on something more than like 2 or 3 years. But realistically, it's not gonna be forever, right? Like I don't know, and I think like I've seen a lot of people like everyone is doing it, like everyone, and it's kind of getting to a point where it's like I don't it's not annoying. It's just like I mean I don't because I don't want to be like rude, you know, right? But it's like it's getting to a point where it's like at what point are you sacrificing creativity for just like using the trends like oh I started my 10,000 year forever world in my Minecraft hardcore challenge, you know, it's like like come on. Yeah, back in my day forever world were called a long-term survival world, yeah, like because forever world's a buzzword, right? It's not like I feel like it doesn't actually have that much meaning to it. It's more of just you know, buzzword gets views. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be for the only reason people use yeah, I agree. Or just survival world. Why? Yeah, why is it got to be forever? Who cares? Exactly. It's yeah, exactly. It's because big number equals forever is like a buzzword, right? It's like oh my god, forever. Oh my god. Wow, forever. Like like it's the same like if you just call a video like oh I'm starting my survival world, right? It doesn't stick out. But if you're like starting my forever world, you know, it pops out more, and that's why people use it, and it's become really trendy. Oh yeah, it's definitely better than the 100 days trend by far. It doesn't even compare. For like the 100 days trend was really bad because like that it's not even because like the titles were bad for sure. But what was more wrong for me with the 100 days challenges is that it got to a point where it was like the videos were completely scripted ahead of time, and like it was all fake. They weren't even actually doing the challenge. It was all scripted. So it's like, you know, what's the point at that point? Yeah. I played Minecraft for infinity days, not clickbait. Exactly, yeah. It's really dumb. I wish and like I don't know, you don't have to we're not gonna get Minecraft Parkour Civilization Forever World. I miss old Minecraft days. Yeah, me too a little bit. Granted, I mean I want to do a series at some point just for like the fun of it, because I saw there's a new like Minecraft mod I saw. Like I don't remember. Do you guys remember like old like back like 10 years ago Jurassic Park like modded series? At some point I want to do a mini series because there's like a mod under development right now that I found is super cool that adds like some really cool stuff like that. That's like actually high quality. It's not like garbage. Like or not it's not garbage. It's just like outdated. The old stuff is. But like it like they have really good models, which like is in my Discord. I posted some stuff on it cuz it's really interesting. But yeah, I miss old Minecraft too. Things were a lot simpler. I started my Forever World before the Big Bang. Yeah, it's um yeah, Forever World is just a strange trend. I don't know because people like everybody is doing it, and that's kind of what's bothering me. I remember the Dan TDM showing off mods. Oh, that was good. Yeah, the Diamond Minecart. Dr. Triorus. Yeah, those were the good old days. I remember, man, I miss popular MMOs as well. Man, that's like tragic. What happened to them? That was like that was like the equivalent of your parents getting divorced at a young age. Um, Life on Earth right now isn't even a Forever World. Yeah, I don't. Forever World is a strange concept because yeah, and okay, I keep like stopping what I was saying. I forget like what I was saying for my point. My point was the Forever World trend is you don't need it, and I feel like everyone is acting like they need to use it when you don't. Like, up to a couple months ago, I had like 70 subscribers, and then I just kept posting videos with like the catchy titles, right? Like my first big one was Minecraft made me want to touch grass. Like you don't have to use like Minecraft made me want to touch grass in a Forever World. Like you don't have to use the Forever World stuff. It's not necessary. I don't think. Like sure it's a buzzword and it will help you get views, but like you don't need it because it's at some point it becomes a crutch for creativity. I think a little bit. How did I learn to build? That's a good question. So I started on like the PlayStation 3 and I would follow like the medieval building tutorials. And like so I would do like those classic medieval buildings that are made out of like the oak wood and the stone buttons and the chiseled like I don't know, I would do the things where you would just make like log pillars and you would put the stuff on the corners and you know the style I mean probably because yeah, it's and so I started off just doing medieval stuff like that, and then over time yeah, over time I kind of did those tutorials. And then from there I started watching a lot of Whip way back when, and so I started getting more and more into the medieval style. And I built a lot like that for a couple years, and I built like on my PlayStation World for a long time. And then eventually, I guess like I took a couple year break, and then I joined a couple servers, and I just started building more and more stuff. I remember when 1.16 released, I built this like super big Blackstone castle because Blackstone was the new big thing at the time, and so I was still doing fantasy stuff up until like yeah around 1.16, 1.17, and then after that I took a couple year break, and then I joined this server like 3 years ago, and from there I learned how to build super quick because there were so many people around me on here that are like really good builders that like helped me a ton to learn stuff. Like I mean I was talking about how I've built that town hall with Ben. I could not have done that without him. Like he taught me a ton of stuff on this which was extremely helpful, and like I've even the last like month or two I've gotten way better at building than I was last season. um so yeah, it's definitely been it takes time, I think, and you have to be patient. Like you're not going to pick up everything immediately when you're learning to build. Like I remember, yeah, building that was the most frustrating build I've ever done. Like nothing comes close to how hard it was to do. Like to work on because I remember we had like 2 or 3 different variations of even this building before this one. It was like pulling my hair out over it, and we had a time frame we had to do it in as well, and so that was really annoying. But granted, it was kind of like a self-inflicted time frame, so I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So I think building with other people really helps for sure. When working on like when you're trying to get better at building with people that are better around you really helps you. Or just like people who have other skills than you. Like I've been building around Moss more, and Moss is extremely good with color palettes. Which if you haven't seen their videos, go watch their videos. Moss makes really good videos. Oh my god, Pickle. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is a good example of Moss. What Moss is good at. Um, Joey dared me. God. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we can actually look at some stuff, and this is a good spot actually to look at builds. To be honest, because this is our creative version of shopping district. I just got jump scared by that. That was awful. um, but seeing that my friends are not good at building, although I like to teach them some tricks and techniques. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just good to build around other people in general, though, because you can still learn some stuff. Yeah, that was a jump scare. That was awful. uh, but here, this is a good example of Moss like color palettes, because look at these are insane. Look at this, like the use of what is that? The new resin block, and like I remember when this build came out, I was absolutely glazing it to Kingdom Come. I was glazing this build because the colors are crazy. Um, they're nuts. So good job, Moss. They just made a video on this, so go watch Moss Tail's channel. They make good content. But yeah, we can see some of the stuff that is in develop. I mean, this is shopping district and creative for the server, which there's a lot of crazy builds around here. The frog, that's the frog light shop. I mean, the rockets here. There's a blimp up there. That's the Redstone Shack, which is like the Radio Shack, but Redstone, and there's like puzzles that Tommy does behind here, which I'll probably do on stream at some point. He does Redstone puzzles. This is a mini game. I don't remember who made that. Rods R Us, like Toys R Us. Uh, the dragon from the last video I made with, which I think I'm gonna texture and put it up here potentially, just because I think it's actually big. I didn't realize how big it was until I put it in actual terrain, but it's large. And then of course I'm gonna put Grand Central Station right here whenever it's built, right next to the town hall whenever that gets done, because I'm hoping it's kind of be like the Nether portal hub for shopping district essentially. It being a train station and all, I think really fits. There's gonna be a bank here that Carson's working on the server. These are two museums that are being worked on. This one's gonna be massive. Like I think it's gonna take up this like whole area back here. So there's like some cool stuff being worked on. And Zay, can you help me make an island? What do you need help with specifically? Like, what are you struggling with? Because I can give like tips for sure, and or like if you're struggling with the terraforming of it. And yeah, I'm excited for this area up here when it's done because it's so nice to look at. It's all so coherent. The end of the year, roughly probably. Can't get shape. Okay, so I mean, how do I? I gotta think how to explain how to do terraforming properly. I mean, it's always good to start with guidelines. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can pop over back to my area here. Do I have a good example of what I'm talking about? Let's see. I mean, let's go to the mountains over here. Do I still have guidelines underneath here? I do. Okay, so, I mean, I'm probably gonna make a video on it soon, just because it's, like, hard to explain at once without me, like, starting to, like, fully teach you one-on-one. Do you have any tips on how to be more creative? For sure. So, I think, I mean, what I always use is, I mean, you can either get inspired by real-life stuff that you see, or just, I use a lot of Pinterest because Pinterest gives me a lot of cool concept arts to look at, and that really inspires me when like when I'm lacking creativity. I just go on Pinterest, and like if I can find one cool image, I can just like save stuff, and then like they have a whole algorithm on you that like feeds you ideas, which is or like it feeds you cool like concepts art and stuff. So I can that really helps in getting some cool like creative ideas. And like what I find too for a lot of my videos when I'm like struggling for creativity, uh yeah, when I'm struggling for video ideas, like for instance, I was talking about Game of Thrones. I've been watching Game of Thrones. I can take a concept like that and like, oh hey, I can go build a Game of Thrones build or something inspired, right? Or like I went to New York City, so I wanted to build Grand Central Station, right? There's like you can take a lot of either from concept arts or real life stuff, and that really helps you out to to get like yeah. There is not a single one of my builds that does not use a reference. They all have references, actually, except the lighthouse. But granted, the lighthouse, the only thing different about it is that it had red stripes. Um, my reference had black stripes, so like I pretty much everything nowadays though I use several references for because I don't know, like it's just very useful. Like this starter house I'm working on, I'll pull up the reference at some point and put it in like the live stream channel in there, and you'll see like how like yeah yeah I need to go outside more. I mean, not even like I use Pinterest pictures of the outdoors. Like, how do you think I built all of my like Northwest Pacific area? It was a lot of just working or just looking at pictures online because I don't live anywhere near the Northwest Pacific. But I think that's why it kind of like interests me so much. But yeah, I need to start working on this now. But yeah, this is like the next big project. I think I'm gonna do a video in single player on making a starter house, and then after that, I'm gonna come back to working on this. But yeah, I really need to go get a Fulbright mod before I work on this. How do you make an interior so lively slash lived in? That's not a good question for me because I don't. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not good with interiors that much. I don't know if I really have even built that many. I mean, who's a good person to talk about this? I'm trying to think. Um, I'm trying to think if I have any like actually like. Do I even have any builds that have interiors? That's what I'm worried about now. I mean, I think the barn has an interior, but it's a barn. It doesn't really count that much, I feel like. Because it's already, like, an open building. But, like, yeah, I know what you mean about lived in, but it's so hard for me to explain. I'm trying to think how to explain it. I mean, a lot of it is just, like, putting... Yeah, just putting in stuff. Yeah, B-dubs. Here's so landly such lived in. Yeah, I know Carson on the server would be a good, person to talk about this. I wonder if I can find his warp, actually. I want to see if I can go look at his stuff. Because, like, I mean, he did some Wild West stuff a lot, and he's really good with interiors. Like, he does a phenomenal job at making things feel lived in. It's a lot of it's in the floor planning, I think. Because that's like... Here, let me see if I can find a better example here. Over here, there is some cool interiors, I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, a lot of it is in the floor planning, I'm pretty sure, because, okay, granted, this one does not have the most... Where's that one that I'm thinking of? There's, like... I mean, I don't know, I'll just go through each of these. But, yeah, it's in the floor plan, and then just the little details. Like, you'll see he puts, like, campfires and logs next to stuff. And separates the rooms, kind of, but also just, like, a lot of filling in the spaces. And again, this is a thing you could look at in reference images, most likely, to kind of help fill space. But again, this is, like, a very realistic room layout where things are all separated. So you don't want to really use, like, one big space. This is a good example of making something kind of homish or cozy inside. But yeah, I'm not good at explaining interiors. That's not my specialty. I don't build enough interiors, and so it's like I don't have a method about it that I would go off of, sadly, but at some point I probably will. Or like if I sat down and thought about it for like half an hour, I could probably think of a good reason or like a good method of doing it. But it's hard. Okay. Let me pull up a reference at some point here. Is there anything else I can look around here? Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this massive, this is a good example of when my build style was extremely cluttered. I'm designing a bar right now, and forgot you made one semi recently. Yeah, here, let me go in there. Starter house interior coming soon. Yeah, the starter house is gonna have an interior, so you'll see that on stream probably like tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. Depends how long texturing an exterior takes. Let me go to that barn though because it's pretty realistic. I think. Like, I mean, this is a horse barn, so it's pretty simple in the fact that each side has just horse stables, really. I mean, this horse stable opens out into here. These ones are cut off, kind of. And in this side, I had a workshop in here in this side one, but originally I had hay bales in here, like filling in the whole space. The loft, I've made like, I mean, these are like hooks for whatever. I don't know. There's another door here that leads outside. Um, Up here is just a loft that was like, I mean, this was like first starter base, so I just had like the essentials up here. So, I mean, barns are pretty straightforward, where you just kind of, I don't know, yeah, stalls like this, or just, I mean, if you're just making like a regular barn, I don't know if you're doing modern or not, but if it was modern, just clutter it full of like stuff. Meat hooks. I mean, I was thinking they're more for like horseshoes or like horse equipment, but meat hooks. um, Let me pull up the reference here. I mean, actually, I should probably move this in a single player so I can put my reference just like in game with me. Because for some reason, yeah, you gotta have like a licensing for server stuff to use their image feature. You know what? Let's actually. All right, here. Let me. Do I have light? I haven't installed Lightmatica again. Okay, never mind. Um. Okay, so let me pull up my reference. You're gonna see a lot of me pausing to look at my reference now, sadly, but also I gotta start getting building here. Otherwise, we're never gonna. The stream is literally gonna be me yapping about nothing for an hour. Where did I have this reference? Here it is. I'm gonna put my reference in general in my Discord, by the way, if you guys want to see it. Um, yeah, that's actually funny. I feel like everyone has built this. Why is Pickle teleporting me? Oh, this is okay. Actually, granted, this is a good example of an interior. So this is Carson's starter house, which has a crazy interior. So he was doing like post-apocalyptic, and so there's elements of that a lot in here. Um, let's see. So yeah, I mean, I gave him advice for this, making the walls sort of weathered, like this wallpaper here is peeling. Um, yeah, so using kelp as wallpapers. I mean, there's a lot of space in here. These like, I don't know, wardrobe. What are these like cabinets? I don't know what you'd call them. Like this is like power stuff of some kind that's in here. The kitchen is like full of a lot of different like there's like pipes in here. Crafters as cabinets. Little decorations kind of everywhere in here. And again, it uses space a lot. Like the floor layout in here is really well done. Like it's like a lot like a real house. In here, where the layout is pretty similar to if you actually went to an actual house, like a computer greenhouse section in here. And I think this goes outside. Yeah. But anyway, that's a good example of a great interior. But like I'm not really my specialty isn't interiors. Sound like or sadly. Okay. Right. I posted that in my general and Discord of the image. And yeah, a lot of people have built that exact reference. I don't know why. Like even a lot of my friends on here have played or have built this already. But let's see. I got to get back into the shaping of this here. But anyway, how's your guys' week been so far? We can just yeah. Okay. What am I gonna do? Has anybody done any like traveling or anything super interesting? Let's see here. was in Greece for a week. Greece. Greece is actually okay. You're going to New York soon. New York is pretty rough. Yeah, because I was just there. I mean, the city's kind of is a little rough, but like, I don't know. Just in the countryside in New York is nice, or like, or upstate New York is nice. Greece is really cool. I actually want to like hear about that. 'Cause I actually been really wanting to do some like Greek architecture at some point soon. That's like really inspiring for me. I've been really thinking of doing like an old like ancient Greece type temple at some point. Let's see here, walls. Builders out there. Any other beat-ups quality builders out there? Moss is really good. I think their channel is literally called Moss Tales. Uh, who else is really good? Bars is one. Bars is pretty good. Who else is really good? I'm trying to think. That makes content. Hefty Dude is good. He's pretty. He's a smaller creator too. Yeah, Hefty is great. Schuler's pretty good as well. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure everyone who's like really like beat ups quality. Like I don't. I hate the beat ups comparisons as well. Like people act like beat ups is the only builder who exists on the planet. Like it's like oh beat ups is the only builder on Earth. Because there's lots of good builders who build in their own styles that are like separate from beat ups. Because like I wouldn't necessarily compare. Yeah, Frost is good. Frostoid, who plays on the server too, makes content sometimes. But like yeah, beat ups has his own style. But like so do all these other people. Like Bars has his own style. Hefty has his own style. Moss has his own or has their own style. So it's like you can't necessarily always compare to beat ups because beat ups has got his own style, and so it's who is there was one other guy too I'm thinking of. I can't remember. Also amazing Instagram builders who never post on YouTube. Oh yeah, for sure. There's like tons and tons. Um John Beatups invented building in the year 2024. Yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah, B-Dubs isn't like the king of building. He's really good at building, but there's definitely other builders who are really good besides B-Dubs to watch. Oh yeah, Omni Fish. Omni Fish is great. To be honest, I can hang on. I'm in a Discord server with a lot of people. I need to figure out who is because there's people in there I think that are small creators that are good. Um that might make Feather Fetcher is pretty good. I don't know how often he posts though, but I think he still is up and going. Payo Bills, guys, I can't stress enough. Payo Bills is fantastic. He's really good. I can like here, I can type that in the chat, but like here, look up this guy because he's good. He makes great builds that are like Oh wait, really? Is Beetle's real name John? I didn't know that. Oh, I thought that was like a one of those John jokes. That's actually that's really funny. Oh, I didn't know that. It's Marlowe is another good builder. I haven't seen that channel before. I might need to check that out. Um, hang on, where did I post that at? There it is. So there's like a tall chimney that kind of comes in here. Wait, is his name John? That's what I like. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, no way. I thought that was a joke. Or are you guys like messing with me right now? Yeah, I thought it was a joke too. Any tips to get better at building and not get bored? Have multiple projects at the same time. Don't like hyper focus on one thing, especially if you're not enjoying it. Um, and find things you're passionate about. Like, don't build something that like seems kind of cool, but like you don't actually like have passion for it. Like you need to feel strongly about what you're building. For instance, like I'm building Grand Central Station over here, and and that gives me like there's a lot of passion behind that because I actually went there and saw it, and so like don't to not get bored, you need to have a couple projects and you need to try and keep like pretty passionate about what you're making because like if you don't have any passion behind it, you're not really going to want to do it that bad. So you need to find stuff like or references that you see that you're like I really want to build that. Um and like do I have any other advice that would be good? Also just for to get better at building, my biggest tip would be like look at other people's work. Look at other people's stuff or just work with other people in general. Um Look at color theory and yeah, honestly my biggest thing would just go look at other people's builds and take notes, literally. Like go on the bakery or something or any other like servers like that and just look at what people do, you know. Or if you have the means for it, just talk to people. Or like even ask in my community too. Like if you have a specific thing you're like kind of like struggling with, then, feel free to ask. Also, it's thundering outside right now, so sorry if you guys hear like lightning in the background. What is the best style to start with? That's a good question, actually. I mean, I keep getting distracted while I'm building. I got to do both at the same time. Yeah, let me think about that because that's a hard one to like say. I think you should probably go pretty simple and easy. I feel like most builders start out with like a pretty classic style fantasy and then branch out from there. Um, but probably some fantasy stuff. Like really, you can try anything. Like my best advice would not be to start with a specific style, but like try everything. Like don't just like hyper focus on one style. Like explore like anything you seem kind of interested in. Like try it, and if it doesn't turn out, that's okay. Like you can always either try again or you could ask for help from people or like in my Discord or like I know a lot of people's builder YouTube builders have like Discords where you can ask for building advice. So I mean yeah, really learning is just going out of your comfort zone and trying new stuff that you haven't tried before. So don't hyper focus on one style. Just kind of do whatever you want. That would be my general advice. Okay, I need to like figure out what the back of this building is going to look like. Let's use the stack tool here. Here, I need to get stack. And let's extend you. How far would I say? Maybe like there. Sure. Confirm. Okay. This interior is going to be scuffed for a while. Now, I'm thinking the back of this doesn't have a reference, so I'm thinking like that but who built with dark oak and smooth stone? Yeah, I mean, every block has its use, I think. But like, yeah, if you're like one of those people that's like you're still kind of like building like the old medieval styles, I mean, like that's fine. I mean, everyone has their own style, but still, you should experiment with stuff and try different stuff out. Okay, I mean, how does the front of this look? I kind of want to see. Let's do something like, okay, God, these walls are scuffed here because of Axiom. Okay, let's just make something here. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but maybe I'll just make it kind of the same as the other side a little bit. Let's see. Smooth stone is so good. Yeah, smooth stone has a lot of uses, I feel like. It's really good for cyberpunk aesthetics. Granted, I will never touch cyberpunk. I'm not fond of the style. Like, hate me if you will, but I don't like building modern, or not modern. I don't like building futuristic stuff. Like, that's the reason instead of like sci-fi stuff like that rocket or like sci-fi stuff, I don't build, and I build more like realistic rocket stuff like over there. Or like, I mean, that's like from the 70s and or no, the 60s actually, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like sci-fi and cyberpunky styles. I prefer to do more either modern or like current day stuff, or I mean, I guess anything but that, honestly. It's a great highlight. It is, yeah. It's got a lot of uses. Smooth stone has a lot of gradients. It's got a ton of uses. It's good too. Like I like that the smooth stone slab has its own texture, like that you can stack on top of each other. So it's really neat for different texturing and stuff because you have both of these options here for like a unique kind of texture, which is cool. Let's see here. Where exactly does this roof kind of carry over? Like here. Retrofuturism sound interesting to you, or similar, or is that similar to cyberpunk to you? I don't even know if I've looked at that, to be honest. I think I'd have to like look up a picture of that. I think every single slab should be like that. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Yes, I agree, but only community uses that combo. Yeah, I mean, if it works, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know. So, but I don't know. I don't necessarily use stuff like that for specific things. I guess I always just like I don't have a specific block palette I use for all my builds. Like I just whenever I use a reference, I just use the colors that are in my picture. You know, I don't, or I just use whatever colors I feel like. I don't have to like limit myself like that and just use like the same palette for everything. That seems kind of like a waste. Let's okay, that's correct. Wait, what did I do here? What on earth? Okay, so I think this is supposed to come back further. Wait, no, it's not. This is supposed to come over like that. Okay, so this wall is one over too much. Like, I mean, I feel like the people that use the same palette for everything are like, because like I used to do that when I first started learning building when I just did like the medieval houses, but I mean, yeah, nowadays I don't do that. I just use whatever looks good. And I think a lot of people as well, they'll get stuck in a mindset of using blocks only for their purpose. People will use like wood only in places on a build that have wood, and people will use things like stone and only stony sections. But like you need to be able to like use God, I don't know. Like you need to be able to use blocks for not their purpose. And hey, Beans and Apple. Yeah, that's another great channel, guys. Go watch Beans and Apples. They make really good videos. I was talking about popular MMOs coded. If you guys like popular MMOs like they used to be way back when, and you want to watch a version of that but good at building, go watch them. Because like I remember the first time I talked to them, they were like really reminded me of that. Yeah, like pause on roofs. I mean, essentially, that's what that experimental build over there was like. A lot. Yeah, it was pause on roofs. Like Grey Wool is such a good stone block. Exactly. Like don't get in the mindset that blocks, just because of what they're like. I forget who it was, but one of my friends was saying someone they knew that they used to build with would like got in the mindset of only using wood for wooden uses. Versus like you could use wood for like other uses. I feel like for sure. Or like yeah, like, again like Grey Wool. Like oh you can only use like Grey Wool for like a carpet, right? But when it's such a good stone block. So we get that a lot. Good bad thing. Hopefully it's good. Lol. Could be a bad thing. No, it's good. It's definitely a good thing. Let's see here. And Pale Moss is amazing for tough. Pale Moss is just another really good stone sort of block. Bone blocks are such a nice texturing block. Exactly. Like, you can't just get locked in this mindset of using blocks for just their use. I use acacia logs as stone more than wood. uh, that's actually pretty funny. But that's like that's not that insane. Yeah. I don't actually use acacia wood that much. I feel like I would use acacia wood. Oh, guys, I didn't show you this. Where is this build? Oh yeah, this is something I'm working on too, or I was for a while, was this oil rig. I was working on for a while. Purpur is such a block too. It's a block that exists, Purpur is. But like, this is a good example. There's some stuff in here, like I'm using, let's see, I'm using mangrove planks for this metal texture. I'm using crimson hyphae for stuff in here, right? So it's like, and like terracotta, like so it's good to get out of that mindset of using specific blocks for specific reasons. Like I'm using dripstone here, and the pale oak wood as other metal types. So Yeah, it's kind of limitless when it comes to block choice. So it's good to not get locked into a mindset like that. Where am I? Go over here. Ripper is good for Cyberpunk. Yeah, it is. And like every block has its choices because I think, okay, I thought of a good way to yeah, I thought of a good way to explain it because I think you should think about blocks as colors more than you should think about them as like a block type because that's what you're gonna be thinking of more often, most likely. Is thinking of them as a block type rather than or thinking of them as a color rather than a block type because that'll really help you when picking your colors for a build or trying to like match colors. Yeah, why are we calling him John Beatups? Why are we? I mean, it's kind of a funny bit, but like, uh, John Beatups. Um, let's see. Let's take this down. Actually, I'm trying to think about how I should go about the shape because I can kind of do whatever I want here, which is interesting. This is kind of scuffed here, shape-wise. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with a lot of this house. This is like my third attempt at a starter house. I've been working on one for like the last week, or like two different ones. Also, eventually trying to use glass texturing. Yeah, glass is fantastic because it's essentially allows you to make any color at all because you can mask it over any other block and you can make literally infinite colors. Essentially, like if I wanted to use this over like ice or something, then I can make a wall of ice and then I can put like a glass over it and it makes a new color, right? So you can essentially unlock infinite colors using glass. It's one of the best things. Oh yeah, I'm building a starter house, attempting to anyway. I always start my builds with this, with just using one color, and then I texture it later. Kind of like I'm making like an untextured or uncolored 3D model essentially, and then making it and then coloring it in afterward. That's kind of how I do all my stuff. Just 'cause like I'm gonna give out some more tips here. I'm like tip dumping. Always starting your shape with a blank color is better because if you're one of those people that's building, I mean, I just have some random blocks made for it, but if you're like building in your colors as you go and doing the shape and coloring at the same time, you could end up with like a bad shape in the end, and then you've textured it all, and so you've just wasted all your time with like a lackluster build. So you don't want to, do it all at the same time. You should make your shape first, and then after you're like confident on your shape and its look, you can then add in all your coloring, like in replacing stuff like you're coloring a coloring book. Um, so that helps a lot when you're making a build. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing for this shape, to be honest. I'm kind of just throwing blocks everywhere without thinking right now. I need to be using my brain. Is it obvious when you use Axiom Noisemaker? Uh, yeah, kinda. But granted, I'm pretty new to Axiom. I haven't been using it a lot. Like those mountains I made way over there that I was talking about earlier, those were built by hand. So, like, I don't know. I'm not like super smart with Axiom, but like I do think. What style will this be? This is kind of like fantasy-ish. Like, or not not necessarily fantasy. It's like stone architecture. I put an image in my Discord in general of like what it looks like. It's like this European stone structure kind of building. It's a little like overgrown as well. Anything in my opinion makes the builds pretty soulless. Yeah, I mean, it depends how you use Axiom because Axiom does like speed up building. Like for me, I was able to just copy paste this tunnel a billion times, right? So there's things like that, but I think it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're gonna build a tree, you don't want to use Axiom at all. It's gonna look like crap. Don't build your trees out of Axiom. Like I did all my oak tree by hand because otherwise, you can be really meticulous with it and you can make it look right. But yeah, exactly. It depends on how you use it. You don't want to. It has its uses for sure. Like it's really good for like plains, like just normal like rolling hills terrain. Like it's good for some of that sort of thing, or like for making rocks and stuff. But it's not good for like making mountains particularly. I don't think, or like really good looking ones. So like again, it has its uses for sure. So I would keep that in mind. don't over, yeah, I don't know. Just, but yeah, everything has its use, so it's kind of hard to be like broad about it like that. We're like, oh, like I thought the shape looked cool for a modern mid-century interior, like Frank Lloyd Wright. I'd have to look that up because like I don't know, this isn't like fantasy either. This is just like an old European stone building essentially. It's not like I wouldn't necessarily even put it in the fantasy, but like for my first reference is stunning. I have never built anything off paintings. Really? Okay. Use it to copy stuff, circles, etc. Yeah, Axiom's really good for copying and repasting stuff. Okay. Reverse image search art. He's Hypergate by Ernest. Ooh. Okay. If you want to see what he's using and aren't in Discord. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you for putting that there. My bad. And yeah, okay, paintings are my favorite reference, specifically like oil paintings, because the colors are always so much more vibrant, and also like oil paintings almost have like a blockiness to them sometimes, where their colors are more in like small little blobs in some places, and it really helps you to pick like your colors easier for when you're building, when you're making your build. It really helps to get your colors correctly. And I don't know, yeah, I always use paintings for my, like, if I can, I always use paintings for my references. Especially, I mean, especially with coloring. Like, for when I start texturing Grand Central Station, I'm not going to use a real-life picture of it. I'm going to go find, like, an oil painting of it, and because it's got more of those vibrant colors inside of it that help it stick out a little bit more color-wise, and I think that, like, adds so much more interest to it than just, not doing that. Let's make this go up here. Let's do some world edit here. Just because it's easy, and I know more about world edit than I do Axiom, to be honest. Like, whenever I texture Titanic as well, I'll probably use an oil painting. If I ever get to that, I don't know if I will. To be honest, it might be nice to not have to do it. It's very large. Yeah, I'm using a painting as a reference. I think every single one of my harbor buildings I made. Let me just zip over here real quick. Every single one of these harbor buildings I made over here was also based off of an oil painting. This was based off an oil painting. This was based off of an oil painting. But granted, I've gotten a lot better now at doing that. This one over here, which, hang on, let me get night vision, dear God. This one I talked about earlier as well, was also, this one is like very clearly based off of an oil painting. You can tell by the colors, and that's why like it turned out so good. Like the colors are so nice here because I used a painting. Same thing with that barn, I also used a painting. Literally all of these I used paintings for. The only thing like here in recent time I haven't used a painting for was like the rocket and some of the space stuff over there. Everything else is paintings. Currently building some harbor buildings. Ooh, that's cool. I assume they're not modern harbor buildings. I assume they're very fantasy or desert-esque, since that's what you guys have been doing lately. Do I like this shape here? Not particularly, actually. I don't know, does that limit you? We're looking at someone else's interpretation. You still find that using interpretation? Or do you still find that using a painting as ref still allows interpretation? Yeah, I mean, I guess it can be limiting, but like, I don't know. It's so helpful to look at paintings and stuff for when you're just trying to pick colors more or less. It definitely could be. I could buy the little White House. It's already a huge build I've been on for a few days now. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know why. Or sorry, let me finish my first point. I'm all over the place right now with chats. So it definitely can be a limiter, but also I kind of struggle to pick my colors on my own sometimes, so it's nice to like use a painting as reference because it really just helps me personally. I mean, it definitely could be a crutch a little bit to coming up with your own palettes, but like I'm not very good at that. Yeah, Alaskanish style. You're doing Alaskanish? Oh my goodness. That's like my whole brand. Oh, well, that's not, but it's what I used to do a lot. That's like what my whole old base is. Please, yeah, DM me on that. I will definitely, like, I would love to do that. And yeah, I got inspired by the little white house you made. Started a huge build I've been on for a few days now. So, sorry, thunder in the background. Yeah, I don't that video reached so many people. I don't even know what it was about it, because like I remember one of my friends was like, "Oh, you shouldn't use that thumbnail. You should use the other harbor buildings." And I'm like, I kind of want to use that one. Like it reminds me of like an old wallpaper I saw, and I kind of wanted to use it. And it popped off, and like a lot of people really liked it. What is Alaskanish? let me show you what Alaskanish is. This is Alaskanish. Right. Well, this is more just Northwest Pacific, but like this is kind of Alaskanish. A little bit. Specifically down here is very Alaskanish. I would say this is Alaska. But yeah, this white building here, like a lot of people really liked, which I don't know why, because it's very simplistic. It's really it doesn't have much to it. It's pale oak and mushroom stem and brick. That's like all it is. Multiple paintings helpful when building. Yeah, that could be useful. Like this build isn't much of anything. It's quite simple. Our build is so unreal to me. Yeah, this whole mega base is quite large, but like I plan some of I started building a lot grander. So like I think even my next like couple bases or areas are going to be a lot harsher than this. Like the realistic style with single house like that, most details come from the texture rather than random stairs and slab spam. Yeah, a little bit of this build I'm working on right now is going to be a little bit more slab and stairs spam, kind of. I mean, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, granted, I am kind of wanting to work with some more flat walls here, but this lacks a lot of interest, I think. Because, like, the front has these more interesting shapes that I've been referencing, so maybe I should add, like... Maybe we'll add some, like the walls are kind of crumbling in here. Or, like, they're more rubble-ish. It looked intriguing in the thumbnail. Yeah, which I'm glad people thought that build was so intriguing, because, like, that was my first video that actually, like, got me any subs at all. Before that, I was, like, I had literally 70. In the build with a giant sign. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of... It's so annoying, because, like, if anyone goes and rewatches my old videos, like, to get monetized on YouTube, I accidentally had some copyright music in the background of some of those videos. And so I had to, like, YouTube has a feature where you can swap them out, which I didn't know what was at the time. And I'm like, sure, swap them out. But then it, like, completely screwed up my audio. Like, it was rough what they did. Like, so, and I couldn't go back and fix it, really. But, yeah, I just kind of had to deal with it, I guess. But, I don't know. I don't think that many people go back and watch my old videos anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm really wanting to do more of my, like, funny skit bits. It's gonna be hard to come up with some, though. Yeah, that's why they were silent. Okay, yeah, now, yeah, before that, there were, yeah, I'm so annoyed about that, because, yeah, there was music before there, which I had, but I didn't realize they were copyright. Yeah, there is a phenomenal amount of builders who just aren't known, and it's mainly just because they don't post anything. They just they kind of, I don't know, they're lurkers, you know, and they don't they just build for the fun of it. And like, I mean, I build for fun too, of course, but they just don't post, so they never get known. But they're like crazy. They're far better than me. How many there are? Yeah, I mean, okay, granted, I'll say this: the building community is a lot smaller than you think. It's really not. And especially when you get into the content creators, like people who build and make content is really not that much. I would say there's a couple thousand at most. There's like maybe like 2,000 people or like 1,000 people. Would you ever work on a perspective build like Mine 64's build? I've not seen it. I think I would. I think I definitely would, because I have been thinking of doing some like actual, I don't know, yeah, maybe. But the amount of work needed for them feels insane to me. Feels like it's too much work. It is a lot of work. But like it's not that. That's what makes the videos fun. Because like if it would be boring to make them, if I, just made a video and it's like, oh, hey everybody, today I made a house, bye. But like I can put my own creative, skits in it and stuff, and my own, like, I enjoy editing. It's fun for me. And like it makes it more fun to make these funny bits and stuff, it vastly improves, like, yeah, sure, it takes a long time, but it's fun and I like doing it. So it makes it my own as well. Like the skits are like my creative brand, so to speak, right? I do this like creative editing stuff that like kind of not that many other people do in the Minecraft building space. Um, and that's really like fun to do. I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. So okay, this looks like poo right now. This is pretty bad. Uh, let's like shorten this a little. I'm glad that's how you're feeling because I really enjoy your videos having so much variety. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like people ask like, "Oh, what's your main build style?" It's like I don't have a build style because a lot of the thing that inspires the build is like I've been thinking about building the ice wall from Game of Thrones, and it's like that gives me creative editing to do automatically because I can like take notes from how they do camera shots in the shows, right? Like most of the Rocket videos camera shots were all inspired by a movie. Um and yeah, and it does keep engagement. And but like I think I do need to be careful because like that last video with the Rocket didn't really have any skits in it. It was more some more educational stuff and just like dramatic stuff. And I want to go back to the skits a bit more because they're more entertaining to do than the other stuff is to do. What was I gonna say? I forgot. But yeah, I like doing skits and I like doing creative editing. It's enjoyable and it makes my videos unique rather than just, being the same as or yeah, I don't know. It helps me stick out more than other things, and I enjoy doing it a lot. And like I don't have a unique build style. I just do whatever's fun, I do whatever, like anything I see that looks intriguing, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll build that. That looks fun to do." Like I don't yeah, that's just how I go about it usually. Isn't there's a chimney here I forgot to add. Yeah. Like, no, I don't only build Renaissance stuff, etc. Exactly, yeah. Like, I mean, I want to do a whole, like I was saying, early 1900 city that's like has some different styles, but like still kind of sticking to an old architecture style. But like, I don't just want to do that. Like, it would get boring eventually. And like that's the hardest part about doing skits in my videos because as much as I would like to make like 3 or 4 videos on Grand Central because it's a huge build, I'm probably going to do it in 1 or 2 episodes because coming up with skits and creative editing for the same build for like 3 episodes in a row is going to get stale, right? Like I'm going to run out of ideas and it's going to be harder to make than just doing it in 1 or 2 videos. And it's like I would rather make a more entertaining video than just like milking the build. I would rather make a more entertaining experience. Let's see some glass here for shaping. I've ever done steampunk? Once, a long time ago. Like up on that island I combined Japanese with steampunk somewhat, but I've never done like steampunk alone, I don't think. Steampunk is an interesting style. It's very, very busy though, so I imagine building much of anything is going to take ages. But it would definitely be fun to try out. I think, yeah, it would be fun to try out at some point. That looks pretty. What the heck is happening on my screen? What was that? Okay, like I have some issues with this build currently that I'm shape-wise, because I feel like this doesn't stick out much. Also, that is bad. That trim is. Let me think about this one. Let me look at my reference again for a little bit. I think this is actually a little bit taller. So I'm gonna increase the height of this by 1. Because it kind of like tucks away. Well, actually, no. Because, I mean, I guess the reference is kind of at a lower angle. So maybe that's why it's kind of like screwed me up a little bit. Because I'm not looking at it. I'm gonna try Cyberpunk, but I think I'd gain epilepsy from trying to fill the city. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's gonna take forever to fill anything in. And I think that's why I kind of want to avoid it a little bit as well, just because it would take ages to do anything. Let's maybe add like some kind of pillar thingy here. I don't know. I'm just winging it on the back. Nah, that's pretty bad. And like, yeah, you'll see a lot of my building process here is just trial and error until I find something that's semi-good. I've been using like miniature models as references recently. That's a good idea. I've been using a lot of 3D models. Like the dragon I made, that was based off a 3D model. Um, 3D models are really helpful for a lot of builds, actually. If you can find a 3D model of your subject, that's pretty helpful. I feel like I need something needs to be interesting here. Maybe I just do some. Well, maybe I'll make like a hill here that kind of comes up. Yeah, that seems correct. And then we can kind of do. Yeah, let's actually like focus and start like making a good build. Because like I think this will be good when it's done. I think it'll be good enough because this is my third attempt at a starter house. And I have faith that this one is not going to be garbage. The other two were kind of like meh. Which iteration of the starter base is this? Yeah, this is, I think, iteration 3. So we're getting... I mean, the other two just weren't good. I think they got deleted when I got on my new PC on accident. I actually deleted the world I had them on, but that's fine. They were tiny. They were like the size of one of these little spots. They weren't that big. Let's make this. This is very pancake shaped currently. Let's make it kind of like a mound. Let's grab some mossy cobble slabs, maybe. Kind of help smoothen up some of this. Maybe a little bit. That's kind of scuffed, not gonna lie, but maybe I use moss here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Now I want to talk. Okay, here I think I should punch in. Yeah, crazy starter base being small. It was small, so it wasn't that small. I mean, it was pretty small, I thought, when I worked on it. I want to punch in some windows here. I don't think of that much, though. Yeah, like there. And then we can put in... I kind of want to ruin this up a little bit. Like, I kind of want to crumble like a crack or like a wall in there. I think. Yeah. That's pretty good. I like that. What about a little tree there? A tree here? Well, that's not a terrible idea. But I think there's going to be a lot of foliage, because I think this hill is going to come up here as well. And I think I'm going to put a lot of foliage on the sides of the building, on the left and right side, so I might leave this blank, potentially. But we'll get there. We'll get there in, like, the detailing phase. I'm still trying to figure out what, like, the actual composition is of this build, because, I don't know. We'll get somewhere here. It's kind of going to take a minute here to get to where I need this to be. Let's grab a stair. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to shove like some kind of crack. Maybe we take this upward here. Love the rocket video. It was very well made. Thank you. I agree. I spent way too long on some of those sequences for like it was I don't know why I put so much effort into that video. I mean, again, I think it was a lot of because I felt really passionate about the build that I wanted to like make a really good video out of it. Also, just experimenting with editing was kind of fun because there was some stuff I had never done before that I really enjoyed doing that I haven't really done before. like that, maybe? That's kind of neat, yeah. Maybe we crumble some... Nah, that's pretty... maybe we crumble some bits. Control. Mexican town. Yeah, definitely getting ideas from TV shows and stuff can really help. I mean, like I got ideas from Game of Thrones, like I've been talking about a bunch, you know, for building dragons and whatnot. So that's gonna be pretty helpful. Uh, there is a big window here, so let's kind of do the same thing on this side. Maybe we'll make it a little bit different though. That's off-centered. Like there, kind of. Yeah. And what does this one look like? Sure, we'll use this one as a reference here. I don't, I mean, I'm still not, I'm not, like, super happy about the new iron door sound. It's a little, it's kind of jarring. I'm not used to it yet. I'm so used to the tut 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 noise instead of the clang clang, you know? Like, it's, I mean, like, it'll probably be fine for me in a little bit. I don't think that's the same right now. It goes back one. Oops. I was right the first time when I was doing that. Let's see here. Let's not break it. I don't really know what I want to do next. Well, after this, I want to do Grand Central, and then after that, I think... I don't know, actually. I mean, I have like a million project ideas that I want to do at some point, but I just don't know what order to do them in. I need to start my base on the server at some point, like making my like US like farm stuff. Like I was gonna do like the Midwest farm stuff at some point, and I need to do that. But also I want to kind of work on some more classic stuff for a little bit on this. Let's see here. So this kind of, maybe we can wear this out here, like some stone. I'm still not confident about windows here, or like maybe I should move them over one. That's like a nitpick, but yeah, I definitely should have done that. Okay. Now, let's see. Is there a theme for your Nodenium stuff? Well, I mean, on Nodenium, I was kind of doing for whatever for you know, but like I do at some point want to start like a big area in which I'm gonna do like Midwest farm stuff. Like I'm gonna build a farm, like a county fair, a lot of fields and stuff like that. Like half block windows. My bad. Okay. Right. I was talking to someone. Oh yeah. All right. See you again. See you, Acid. Okay. Let me. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for this window. Also, oh, that one's off-centered. It is off-centered. Okay. I didn't think it was. You know what? I'm actually gonna make this one also off-centered. Then I think I'm gonna put it to this side though. Wait. Let me just show you. Okay. Civ. I mean, I was gonna do the same window design on that I had on the other side. And that's set in a back. And then there's a sign here. And then iron doors go here. Hello, welcome in. I'm trying to think. Is there like anything you guys want to see me build for an episode 2? Because like I'm always open to ideas. Like I'm always trying to think of different stuff I can build. trapdoor goes there. The Titanic. Yeah, I should probably work on that. Are you streaming on Twitch too? I'm not, because like, I mean, I was gonna set up my Streamlabs stuff at some point probably this week, but I would like you have to like pay for Streamlabs if you want to stream on two platforms at the same time. So, will you build in the shopping district? I mean, the Rockets in shopping district and the Grand Central Station is also going there. So, I was just a house or building in the Gable universe. That's a good idea. You know, you guys are gonna hate me for this. I haven't really seen like hardly any. I haven't seen any like Studio Ghibli movies. I've seen like one or two. I need to watch more. Like, cause I know, there's some really cool like stuff in it. I really want to build some more train stuff too. Episode 2 of this Forever World calls for a gigantic mega project. You know what's funny is for a minute I almost thought of like building Grand Central as like my first project in a survival world if I didn't want to put in shopping district, but that's a dumb idea. That is a stupid idea. You need to watch all of them, they're all amazing. That oil rig thing looks pretty cool, and having boats around it too, like Martian would be cool. Missing your boats stuff is. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now too that I was actually gonna do. I gotta tell you guys the title of the oil rig video. It's gonna be "Getting Oiled Up in Minecraft." So I think that's next. Actually, after Grand Central is the oil rig. Probably gonna do single player episode, Grand Central, another smaller single player episode, then oil rig. But yeah, getting oiled up in Minecraft. Oh, it's such a good title. I don't know what to do with this. I probably can move on to texturing pretty soon. Well, let's do some terraforming here and move this hill up here. Oh, crap, I gotta do this wall here. There's gonna be a lot of underground space in here too. I might make like a crypt or something underneath this. We're going for a mostly white building with this one. Oh, no, this is just temporary blocks. This is not gonna be white. This is just me trying to get shape in, and then I'll texture later. Which, probably soon, actually, I'll start texturing. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that shape. It's kind of wonky, but I like it. Then this hill can kind of come up there. Then let's say this comes down here. And then this all sort of connects up here. Now, the oil rig I'm not, like, super passionate about, just because I can't find that, like, many good editing ideas for it. Like, I definitely have ideas, but it's gonna be a hard one to edit, for sure. Also, because I'm doing it in one episode. You met the Snoke spot on the ceiling of Grand Central? You should look it up, could be a fun Easter egg. Yeah, I know about it. So, there is a... There's a smoke spot, yeah, on the top of Grand Central Station. Essentially, I think they had cleaned off the entire ceiling, but at one point the entire ceiling of Grand Central was gray, and they had left one spot that was completely gray. But the reason the ceiling had gotten so gray over time was because of like cigarette smoke, I think, and like tobacco, or I can't remember. I think it was cigarette smoke was the reason that it had that the entire ceiling became gray for like 100 years, which was like kind of cool, but also really gross. But I think I will add it. Yeah, and yeah, I was talking about this earlier, that it's always great to start a build with using the same one color, because then you can make sure your shape is very nice, and then you can texture it later afterward, which is always good. I think we're gonna get into texturing here in a second. Whatever disaster or something, yeah, that does sound difficult to figure out a good... Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys my idea for it, because if you guys have ever seen Outcast, like, I know one of my skits is gonna be an Outcast bit, where I talk to Wilson, like a ball, like I get stranded on the island where I need to get materials. That's gonna be one of my skits. And then I have some, like, creative editing ideas for for other parts of the video. But like I did think of maybe an oil rig explosion, but that's hard to edit. That's gonna be rough. But like I could definitely yeah, this is a starter house for the single player world. For when I start that soon. I found a great world, so I'm excited to start it. No, this looks pretty good. I think I'm getting pretty ready here for texturing in a second. I just got to do some little detail and stuff. Maybe I mean, I don't want to go too off reference here. I think the stairs was good here. It's like a little trim bit. Maybe not. Sure, why not? Something besides build a Minecraft. I'll make sure to check back in if you're still streaming. Alright, sweet, yeah, see you around. Okay, so for this, let's see here, because yeah, that slopes up, and then this path comes in. And I guess we can start with some texturing. I have no idea how I'm going to texture this. Let's see. Because I don't know what color this is on the reference. And I can't use endstone. It's like a day one house. Well, let's look here. Let's grab some blocks and see what we're gonna texture this as. But yeah, I plan to start a long-term single-player world where I can like keep developing on it for a long time instead of like the 1 year period I have on the server. You know, so I'm not like interested strategy when building smaller bits of custom terrain. Not really. I kind of just, I mean, like you'll see me. I make like these guidelines, and like generally my method of terraforming is I make 2 guidelines and then just sort of connect the layers together like that, and then I'll just fill in that space between that I miss. That's about it. Oh, Civ pasted that there. Actually, I will probably use this. Oh, man. Okay, so let me get started here on this. So there's like a little splotch of oak there, maybe. I don't know. I gotta figure out my palette. This is gonna be a hard thing to texture. Its colors are all over the place. We're gonna be using a lot of glass too. Let me just like grab all possible blocks I could use here. But I think I already grabbed that. I think glass is gonna be doing a lot of heavy lifting on this. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like being kind of boring right now because I'm just trying to figure out what I want Earth to use. This is actually quite a difficult, like sort of palette to use. Will you be speedrunning for shulker boxes and elytras, or do you tend to keep it slow and work with what you have at the time? I think I'm gonna slow down a bit because it's like I'm not in any rush. You know, I don't need to get like stuff really quickly. I think I'll give it some time to. And plus, I kind of want to do more like connecting stuff and connect my world up, so I don't want to like rely too much on elytra. Like having some walkable builds is quite nice. Let's see. Maybe that as well. I don't know. So here, let's start up here. There's this kind of like darkish material. I want to say it's birch with gray glass over the top of it. Let me look at this color. Nah, it's a little bit more desaturated than that. What could you be? Regular birch, maybe, with gray glass over the top of it. Yeah, something around there. A little bit less, though. There's not that much up there. It goes from that to then a darker, or to a lighter tone, sorry, in which I would say this is going to be so much glass work. It's going to be rough. You receive a picture of that reference build? Yeah, I put it in the general of my Discord. I don't know how I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know. I could pull it up on. I don't know how to pull it up on stream though. I'm so bad at streaming because I haven't like. This is my first ever stream I've done. Like that's the first time I ever set up. So, by the way, love your style of editing. Very relaxing, nice style. Yeah, thank you. Let's see how to do this here. But I think yeah, I posted it in general pretty recently. There's some like dark splotches here too, but it's not that color. It's like this, like someone said the painting is called "Keep Your Gate" by Ernest. Yeah, if you want to look it up, there it is. You have a Discord, and yeah, I've had a Discord for a couple months. It's oh, I should have linked it in the description on here. It's on my channel page though, on the top up there. What material is this? I actually really don't know. I mean, maybe it's, but it's not that like warm of a color. It's like maybe it's tough or no, not tough. Moss. Maybe it's like that color. No, not quite. This is like annoying because I'm working with blocks that are like colors that just aren't in the game. Like I gotta find things that are close to it, but it's quite hard because most of it is like finding colors that are similar and then masking it with yeah, masking it with glass, which is hard. Wait, oh yeah, I can pin messages in here. Let me someone said the painting is called. Yeah, let me pin this message. There. So that's pinned now if you want to see the reference. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what to use for this. You might want to play around with color relativity and all that jazz. Yeah. That and I need to, yeah, I don't know. This is a hard color. There's like these dark splotches on like the side of the brick in this area, and I don't know what it is. Like what color it is. I mean, it could be moss with brown glass over the top potentially, but also I hate that that's gonna stick out. So, but I think that is what it is. I think that's what that is. And then we get some like almost splotches of gray up here. Like they're not like quite gray. There's still a little bit of tan in them. It's like I'm working with some complex blocks right now. This is painful. I mean, this is a little but it's like it's not. I don't think this and then putting light gray over it is gonna give me the color I want. I don't think. I think it's gonna be still way too like reddish. Yeah, it's a little brown. And that does not work. Then checked my closest, and it gave me pale oak log for the dark spot. Wait, as in like, oh, wait, that's actually pretty smart. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe we mask it like. I feel like I liked the other one better that I had. I didn't. What did I have? Moss. I think it might have been a little bit better, closer to it. Or I could even do both, potentially. I don't know, we'll leave that there for now. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. And then up here under this trim, there seems to be... I don't know, this is a very hard thing to texture, like to get it the colors exact like that painting is. It's difficult. Because up here underneath this trim, there's like almost what looks to be like a bluish stone, but there's still like a hint of brown in it, but like it's so dark, you know. Like maybe it would make for a cool looking thing if I just used the full blocks and I kind of just, yeah, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's see what it looks like when we're kind of more developed into the process. I want to do light gray there. Because this is already looking pretty neat here. I think I can be a little bit brave with the colors, because they're not going to be exact, particularly. Uh, and on this point here, there's almost like a hint of, it's almost like green. I want to say it's, what is, because that's dark is the problem. But like it is almost this sort of green color, but I don't know what it is. And I don't think I'm gonna get exact with it. I don't think I'm able to. Not on the server, Hefty. Well, I can just say it. You're in the chat. Duh. Hefty, it doesn't work on servers. You have to have like a licensing for it with Axiom to use it on servers. Otherwise, I would. I can only do it in single player. I'm on the creative server. Oh, sick. Oh yeah. Okay, so J-Bus is in the chat. Me and J-Bus have been talking a bunch, and he lives in New York. And so he went and like took a bunch of pictures of like different areas that I was confused about in Grand Central for me. So that's gonna be really actually good for references and also for the video. Like I took some pictures while I was there, but like I didn't get good enough stuff. I should have stayed longer. But like I went there to open reference image, Axiom menu, click file, and open a reference image. Hang on. Let me try this. Let me download this image onto my computer really quickly. Because I don't think this will work. And if it does, I'd be surprised. Wait, it's so small though. Can I make it bigger? It's tiny. Oh wait, I expanded it. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Wait, how do I grab you? What? Where did it go? Then enlarge it and click show in game. I lost it. Right click on it. It's down. I can't. Oh. Oh. Okay, there we go. How many channel members do I have at the time? I have one. So I don't really have that many channel members. I got it. Okay, so here we have image, I think. I don't know if it's on my stream or not. Oh no, it is. Okay, can my Axiom tutorial like stop being stupid? Thank you. I don't need you. But now you can see what I'm working with. It's it literally it just escaped my grasp. That was insane. So can I get off of this tool? Okay. So you can see I'm working with this sort of top section in the middle here above the window. But like it's this grayish almost sort of green color. And I'm not sure what that is. I mean, I think it could be I'm really not positive. I think it could be stone maybe with some sort of like show in game UI. Show in game UI. Okay, there we go. So now it's up there, right? So FT's crashing out at me. Okay. So it's like I don't know what it is, to be honest. I wish there was like a tan glass. Is there a place to find pics or download your fishing boats? They're beautiful and inspiring. There's not. I can make them public. I could literally go take schematics at some point and make them public if you guys want. I should do that, yeah. Because like most of them aren't gonna get used. Earth bottom metaphor weird. Earth bottom color like that. Or with bottom. I mean, I could use an or. An or actually might not be a bad idea, to be honest. And then like mask it kind of. But like it's still not correct. Regular stone with some glass over it. Because I feel like it's like I don't know. Oh, button, not bottom. Okay. But here, let me try this first. So it's like this sort of. I mean, there's no maybe. I can't spell for the life of me. Maybe well, white glass is just not really doing the trick. And light gray doesn't feel. I mean, maybe light gray is correct. Yeah, stone diamond ore day one starter house. That sounds like a great idea. I mean, maybe like this. Let me get rid of that and put that there. And then in this space here is like a very light sort of stone block. I don't know what that is. Maybe light gray wool? No, light gray concrete powder is what that is, I think. In here. Actually, maybe even lighter, like smooth stone. But like smooth stone got those like ugly lines, and that's gonna bother me. Yeah, that's really bothering me. I'm trying to think um of an alternative here of like a very bright sort of stone. Well, the concrete's not gonna be brighter than concrete powder. I don't know what I'm thinking. Um, let me think. Well, maybe we just use light gray concrete powder and put some. We're just gonna use glass to kingdom come here. We're gonna abuse the glass so much. No, it's too dark. Maybe we'll just exaggerate our colors here and just use like a darker gray like this is. Yeah, and I kind of want to get more of this in so I can like specifically see what needs to be changed a lot. I keep tapping out, my bad. Yeah, and there's like a splotch of this here. Light gray there. I hate that these are gravity blocks. Now underneath the window is very obviously like also a concrete powder of some kind. Oh my god, okay, let me put string here. This is obviously a. This looks like crap right now, but like I have faith that it will get somewhere. And then there's like some splotches that come out here. I want to use this again. It's not quite that dark, but well, here, let's just use some brown glass here to to mask over. This looks like crap. Okay, I gotta like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Because this is like a lighter color still. I mean, maybe it's clay again. Maybe it's clay. That kind of comes up in here. Nah, I mean, yeah, I really don't know what's because these colors are not correct. They're just not. Now I think this here. I don't know. We're just gonna keep adding until we figure out. It's gonna be a process here. It's gonna take some time to get anywhere. Trust the process. So, I mean, all my builds always start kind of wonky looking, and then they get better as they go. You should create your own colors and textures for this. Yeah, probably. That's probably not a terrible idea. You know, let's just make this all sand, and then we're gonna texture it from there. We're gonna turn this all to sand here. Because this is the very hard palette to achieve just in base game like this. It's like extremely hard to do. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a blank slate kind of here. I want to start over on these colors. They're not very good. And I want to throw in more like I don't want to do all the texturing necessarily. Like I think I should do it like just Yeah, I should probably use Axiom Replace Tool, shouldn't I? You use that again? I can't remember. Is that in the Axiom menu? Replace Tool. I was going for color accuracy before that, but I know what Axiom Replace Tool is. I just can't remember where it's at. Erase, extrude, smear, stack, clone, move. Just R. Oh, what? That's a thing? Okay, well, that's easy. Just R does it. Okay, that's easy. Um. Okay, no, I don't want you. Okay, break this glass, and then let's. Oh god, I'm like destroying everything currently. R. Okay, I just gotta get used to this. I haven't used it before. Okay, there we go. In the menu where you can. So yeah, well, I mean, I got it now. So yeah, I think I should now. I think this will help me sort of fill in my colors a lot easier. I'm just not. It's not called. I always think it's called creaking wood. It's called pale oak. I always do that. Now I think I should just do more broad colors in here. I'm doing good, Scatster. How are you? Let's see here. Maybe is there a stair that sort of matches this color palette a little bit? Maybe that's way too dark. Maybe cobbled. It's still a little dark. Yeah, we'll get somewhere eventually with this. I just trust the process. Maybe we'll get somewhere. I don't know. There's no stairs that match this color. I mean, I could just go off of here. Let's just do like that, and then yeah, sure, like that. Okay. Now this here is like I'm still gonna use some glasses. Here we're gonna do a layer there, a layer here. Then below that, now let's see, Muzg, I can't spell, a mushroom stem maybe here. I think we'll do a sort of layer of mushroom stem here. And then we will, that's quite it. Let's like a nice warm color. Let's mask it with some gray here. Like just on the corner there to blend the two together. But maybe, I don't know if you saw, but you're matching colors of the painting itself or what the building itself would be. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm trying to match the colors of the painting to the actual build itself. But that's kind of proving difficult. Because these colors are kind of wild. So this doesn't translate to Minecraft well. I liked pale moss when I had that more. I cannot type today with brown glass. Yeah, this is becoming hard. I always struggle in the texturing phase a ton to get something good. Because this here, you know what? Let's ignore that these little dark splotches are here, because it's messing me up, and I don't think it works particularly well. Smooth sandstone darker. Actually, it's brighter. It's slightly brighter. Let's put some there. And then let's kind of transition this into a slightly warmer tone down here. I mean, it's like after we have a palette here to work with, then we can things will get a little easier here. Let's just start throwing stuff around and testing things to work. I'm just gonna start kind of going off of whatever I feel is going to work. Unless just doing, like, trying to match the reference perfectly. Um, let's color up here as well, just so I can like see properly. It's not all white. The white's throwing me off. Oh, bye. Why am I not using replace tool? I need to get this in my brain. Okay. Now, I think this mushroom stem also kind of comes in over here. Because there's that, like, sort of warm white, almost. Like, that kind of creamish color that is in there. And then I think there's, let's say, more light gray. Let's use sandstone here for now. Replace tool. God, I keep forgetting to use it. And I think this sort of follows that there. I think I should try and continue that to there. Then we're just gonna let's use some glass in there. Wait, isn't there, I can like, oh, color picker, that's a thing. I forgot. Like, what color is this? 'Cause I don't know. It's like, it's almost like that, I think, but like maybe a little bit brighter. Yeah, I don't, I don't know. That's definitely useful, but also it's hard to like match all these colors here. I mean, I definitely think this is warmer here, down here. I think that's pretty confident. I mean, I can go see what that is, actually. Maybe it's even... It's more orange. It's more dull than that. It's, like, right around here. I mean, it could be bamboo. Like, we could... I think using color picker here might be... Might be, like... Might be good. Like, just to kind of go off of the reference here and just use more interesting colors in this section. Yeah, this still looks pretty scuffed here. So let's try and work more of this out. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, there's like brain dead activities here that I am currently doing. I don't know what to do with this build. I don't like bamboo there. It doesn't work. It's too yellow. It's taking away its stoniness, I guess, so to speak. I think maybe this should be all one, like, square there. And then... Maybe you could just mask this whole sort of section here. Glass. I just want to get an idea of colors, kind of. Some Minecraft inspo with the actual inspo to get the palette down. Well, like, I don't use Minecraft inspo. That's like a thing I just don't. I don't remember the last time I used a Minecraft picture for actual referencing. It's been years. I think we're getting somewhere, though. Let's see here. And there's kind of like, what is this, like brick up here? Almost, like regular brick. That's kind of in these areas there. Then our worse over the palette than anything else, yeah. I think I think it's starting to be okay though, honestly. I think we're getting to a point now where it's gonna start coming together in a minute. I just need to keep going. Yeah. And then this kind of comes, or here, don't do that. Let's just shove glass on it, because like overall, this is its like, if you, this is like its base color kind of. It's like this sort of grayish tone. Now, what's this stair in here? Because that's pretty important. Will help shape this up some more. I think it's I don't know what it is actually. It's definitely not that. It's not oak. It's got to be something darker. Like it has to be a stone of some kind. Maybe it is cobble. But that's so dark. I mean, we could just use birch stairs and then use more glass, I guess. Like that, yeah. Actually, I don't hate that, to be honest. Because, I mean, essentially we are painting in Minecraft right now, so it's okay to just use glass wherever, pretty much. Let's do a splotch there. Let's kind of do a bit there. I need to avoid making it messy, though, at the same time. Now, up here is, like, a different block. I don't know what this is up here. It's like... I think it's light gray, again. Maybe we'll just shove it all up here. Now, I have an idea for something I want to try. I want to try using polished tuff up here, or for the stairs. I mean, it could be polished tuff, actually, because it has got, like, a hint of green in it. That's so dark, though. I think this is best. It's just like that. And then I want to try using, let me grab more of that. Give me that birch. I'm gonna try more of this. This build is more glass than like actual build. That's also too dark. Now, I just want to experiment now a little bit with not using glass for once. Maybe try using some fence gates and stuff up there. Does that work? No, it does not. It does not work. So we're going back to glass. Let's see. Like that, maybe? And then we texture in some more here. There's like almost like a windowy thing here. I don't know what that is. Let's do maybe... That's so dark. Tough, I think, is better. Let's use regular tough. And then let's fill in this with... Well, I can to maybe blend the sand and powder. That's a good idea, actually. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna try that. I think lichen is a really good call, actually. That might help a lot of this build, because like I'm overusing glass currently. I don't want to be like just glass spamming everywhere. Then I think maybe oops, wrong glass. Maybe I do like that. Sure. I'm gonna use some levers here, I think, to create a cooler triangle shape here, maybe. That's kind of neat, I guess. Sure. Like a button up here. I don't know, that is like nothing. So soon where the windowy goes. Yeah, probably. Yeah, whatever this thing is, I don't know what it is. To be honest, I don't like this as a whole. Maybe I'll go... I think maybe I just put like one piece of smooth stone up there. Or something like that. Yeah, lichen is kind of strange, I think. Especially, yeah, because the light is going to be weird when I work with that. I need another color in here. Oh dear God, I need to stop with the gravity stuff. Hmm. So, and then maybe we do like a birch button up there. Like a birch button there. One there. And this is still pretty bad, but give it a minute. This is going to be such a work in progress build that's going to take a lot of, yeah, back and forth working on. I think I should mix some clay up in here, yeah, for just to add more interest, to be honest. Like there, maybe. Yeah, and I think I should add some maybe in... Man, I don't like this here either. Have you ever tried to create a build with the nighttime of Minecraft in mind? I don't know if I have, actually. That's a good thing to actually consider. I'm just experimenting right now. Nah, that's not very good. Because, like, we're working with warm colors, so we gotta kind of not go too far away from those sort of colors. I think... I want to just put more pale oak there. And then also I want to shove I think polished tuff is the closest thing to this. Kind of just shove some of that there. And maybe like lever there. Is there a polished tuff stair I can use as well? I can put here. Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. And then I think that this comes over one. Try signs for the striation and the striation? That is a big word. Try signs. Signs might not be a bad idea, but like, what sign would I use? Or are striatitions like those little blocky bits? Because like, actually, that's not a bad idea in the slightest. Like that, maybe? I don't know. This is difficult. But like, also I think that is better. Maybe. Yeah. I think that is better. That's a yeah, good ideas, guys. You're helping me. This is actually helpful. Because yeah, this build is scuffed. It's pretty weird. Right now. It's still pretty weird. Okay, I need to like I think this is sandstone here. Do we have a fence? Yeah, we have fence to gates that match at least. Thank God. So you look at you from far away. Yeah, I mean, I can get a mod, though, for single player that just makes it so I can see them farther, so it's not like a big deal. Like, when it's in the videos, it's gonna be fine. There's mods that let you see from further away. That's just not the right color. It's more... Man, I can't put glass in here is the issue. I mean, yeah, again, though, entities, I don't... This is gonna be in survival world? Yeah, it's gonna be in survival. We're just designing it right now. We have birchwood there. Duh. Sandstone maybe? Because like this natural lighting is kind of make that look a lot darker, and that's kind of bugging me. That's already better. And then I think we should mix in... Is there any like... I think we should do like that. In there. And I would put lichen in there, right there, but... I don't know. I mean, I could always just do... like that. But granted, it's also almost like this material. Like, that's gonna look strange. Yeah, that looks strange. Let's put back concrete powder. And then I actually like the white there, but I think that should be like that. That is fine to be pale oak. Should be mushroom. Should be mushroom. I think I should mix more mushroom in here. I mean, I could like bury because okay, in here needs more detail. So let me go ahead and get rid of this glass here and work. Because like I feel like I can't use glass because I need to be able to get some of this details here, so I need to like use it a little less in this area. I just wish there was a color that was like more matching. Well, have you used the gradient plugin Beatum showed in his most recent video? I have not. That's a good idea. I have to go look at that at some point. Okay, let's use a lot of stone buttons here. Because I think this is gonna be my friend kind of here. I think more buttons and stone-ish stuff is smarter in some areas. The only problem is like going from glass to regular sandstone is a little like ugh, you know, it looks a little strange. Like I feel like it looks a little messy. Not a little, it looks a lot messy. Hmm. Oh, did you? Okay, let me look at that. Wait, never mind. Yeah, I mean, I really need to like, I don't know what to do with this. I think this stone kind of comes down through here. Yeah, this is a hard build to work on. Also, why did I use regular, I don't know why I used regular sandstone there. That's fine though. Actually, I might mix in some of that to be honest. That's an accident that made for a good idea. I feel like I gotta veer off at some point because like I'm gonna try and keep it as close as possible, but like it's not gonna be entirely possible color wise to be able to do it. I don't think. Like at some point, I'm just like not gonna be able to replicate it entirely. Like I can get it close, but and like I mean the whole back of the building is custom because there's no reference for the back, so I can do whatever I want back there. Um, let's see here. I do like the birch signs though, or not the birch signs, the spruce signs there. Like that does fit. I think I'm gonna go for like that. Let's like color in this point here. Yeah, let's do this point. This little thingy here of whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a hard one to work on. I haven't worked on one that's kind of annoying in a little bit because it definitely is that. It's annoying. Um, and this just is not the correct color. Again, I think this needs to be light gray. And then this is like mushroom stem. That's like grayed out somewhat. We'll try and make it look like it's blended in. I feel like it's messy, right? But like I see it. You know, like I think I give it more time and it'll get there eventually. Oops, I just did something dumb. Like I keep working on this and I think it'll start to get somewhere. Um Now I think down here is still bothering me quite a lot. There's like another splotch of this thing here. And there's kind of like a splotch of it there. And in here, I think I want like a brighter tone for a second. Oh, I forgot, there's a chimney. That's why something looks empty too. There's a chimney like right here, which I kind of forgot about. That'll help too. Honestly, let's just make it right now. Because that's good contrast. Brick. Like that. And then here, let's do something kind of strange. Well, here, let's start with a stair first. Especially when you want to bounce looking good from a distance and up close. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like a wide point there. Like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think it's a little darker, though. It doesn't have to be exact, of course, but... I could use a flower pot at the top, too, maybe. I actually think I just use mangrove here, to be honest. It's like this dark, gloomy sort of feel. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. And I think that's like flat there. There's like another section of like brick kind of here. I don't know what that is. Let's keep this as that for now. Let's work on this section here a little bit, just because I need a break from that section back there. It's starting to kill me. And like this is like a lime terracotta, I think. In this section here. This is like grayed out lime terracotta. Yeah, that's pretty close. And then mushroom. Well, actually, wait, no, this goes up higher, right? Yeah, it does. This goes up a lot higher. By the way, you still considering some Ghibli recreations? Yeah, for sure. Like, I gotta go watch the movies though. I haven't seen them. Like, but I know there is some cool stuff. I think, but yeah, I gotta go rewatch, and like, I totally would do that, especially for like single player. I think that would be really cool to do. Um, I think something that'll help around this build out a lot as well will be like when I add foliage here, that'll help some for sure. Actually, what material is this? I think this is like that material. And then this is more of this, and actually there's like almost a purplish material here. Terracotta, like there. Oh, that's dark. This is so block vomity currently. I need to like make this not as quite as terrible. It'll get there. Use glazed terracotta. That could be good. Like green glazed terracotta. Maybe in here. Like it just got that like blocky splotch. Not there, but I think, or I don't know what this is up here either. Maybe like a vine goes here. I don't know. I think the build improve itself when they start to connect with each other. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think when everything is together, it'll start to come together more. If that makes sense. Yeah. I also said that kind of poorly, but I agree. I think when more of it is here, it'll start to kind of come together. I think I just got to be patient with it. Like, it's gonna look kind of unfinished and weird for a little while, but yeah, after it starts to get actually, finished, it'll start to come together more. I think I need to make the bushes here pretty bad. I don't know what material this is, though. I mean, it's like... Maybe it's even moss, but it's like, it's almost this, like, desaturated green. I don't want to build it out of a leaf that doesn't exist. Let's make it out of acacia leaves. Why not? And let's just sort of throw some stuff around. I just need to, like, see what I'm working with here. I could use a cool trick with using mangrove leaves potentially too. Ooh, you know what? I should make those dead trees that are on the left as well. I think that would add a lot. I think that would add a ton, actually. I don't really know what I'm doing currently. I'm just kind of throwing stuff around. I'm just trying to get shapes in to see if it, like, helps the overall structure feel any better. But I don't really think it is. Now, I need something to fill, and I think we're going to use some waxed oxidized copper here for this. For a bush. But, like, I think it actually is going to match really good in this position here. I think a stronger tone may need to be involved to dull the colors out and blur them together. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what it would be. Yeah, that's the problem with this build, is that, like, it's hard to tell what would work, you know? Like, there's, like, no blocks that match these colors, hardly. Hmm. Yeah, like that. And then maybe some of this down in the base, kind of. Like, it's darker down there. And then there's some more, like, bush for the bushiness. That's a smart idea. Like, fence gates is really a good call, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. And this kind of goes in front of it, and there's some, like, sprucey elements back here. Yeah, I just don't know if this build is recreatable properly color-wise anyway. I mean, I'm still kind of testing it to see if it will start to turn out. Actually, I think this is birch leaves here. But I'm starting to be more hesitant now. On whether it's gonna work or not. Because, like, this looks like crap, to be completely honest. It looks like complete crap. Like, it's really bad. um, I'm trying to think of what it is. I mean, this is very distracting now. So, I need to fix this somehow. Because I feel like it's definitely fixable, maybe? Actually, I don't know. Well, we gotta see. But I'm hoping it will be fixable. Maybe we try some gray around here. This sucks. This is so bad. This is just so terrible. It like doesn't work at all, I don't think. I think it's maybe just that it's a little too cluttered right now. Maybe I need to simplify it. Or maybe it was just that right there. Here, let's rework some stuff because like some colors here need to be reworked without the reference, I think. It's just like impossible to achieve that exact color. So I think I need to go with some more uh yeah, I don't know. I just need to not do quite strange colors. Like more stone is good here. That and I think what else would be good here? More stone would be helpful. Like that already looks a little bit nicer. It's not quite as disgusting. I would say maybe try to create some brick shapes in the textures. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that out. Stone brick could be a good one potentially to use as well in here a little bit more. I think this isn't tall enough either. So this doesn't stick out enough. Oh, typical. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Uh, it's so bad. I think a lot of it as well is that it's just that these side bits aren't in yet because they add a lot of contrast. I think that might maybe round it out a little bit more, but God knows. uh, and this is not complete either. There's like a little like hole in here almost. Stone. Yeah, and sorry if I'm going a little bit quiet. I'm just like trying to think, on how to fix this build because it's not good. It's got a lot of issues with it. Maybe we do this. I could help with a block choice, use more consistent textures. Try to make this colors the best I could with the most and least blocks possible. So with the others, just sandstony. Yeah. Oh yeah, you sent me some stuff. Oh yeah. Wait, that's actually quite useful. Hang on, let me look at this real quick. I think sent it on Cord. Yeah, let me wait, my Discord? Oh no, you sent it on Cord, you're saying. Yeah, no, I found it. Yeah, I was looking at it right then. I think that's really good though, yeah. I think that's a lot better than what I have. Maybe I should start over. Like maybe I should retexture this wall again. Which like might sound stupid, but like also I probably should start over. It's quite messy. I think it would be worth maybe doing it. Or like at least changing some stuff up here. I think I'm gonna get rid of the glass, or here, I'm just gonna edit this. I'm not gonna completely destroy it. I just wanna work on it a little bit more and see if I can get some more consistency in it. But I think I'm gonna ditch the idea of glass because glass doesn't like it's not doing it justice particularly. It's a little like So I'm just gonna kind of add some more. I really like the idea of jungle buttons that is in this. Maybe I should use that. And then I should get rid of this here. Get a main palette, then just think about lighting for your shading. Yeah. I agree with this information. Yeah, it's just yeah. I don't like the color. Like I thought the coloring for this would be fun to do, but it's actually really hard. It's difficult. Because like even those colors you sent me, you can't like mix and match them into the same one particularly like that great. It's still hard to do. Um, I'm gonna get rid of these bushes because I think they're really throwing me off from the build. They don't look that good. And like I just need to look at the wall, like the blank wall. Um, yeah, something along the lines of this. And then I think we follow a stone line across the bottom, maybe like that, kinda. And you were using like iron ore as well, which was a good blending tool, kinda, between these two. That and clay. Glass in some spots is understandable, but would be a pain for a starter house survival. I mean, the glass isn't going to be that annoying. I don't think it would be that terrible. It's going to be more painful just getting all these different kinds of blocks this early on. Oh yeah, those are nice. Those are nice builds, J-Bus, yeah. I like the idea of pale oak buttons too. Let me mix in some of that. A little bit more. And then this should be like, I think light gray fits more here, to be honest, like that. Did coral blocks? That's a good idea. Oh god, but I'm gonna go. I'm in large biomes. I don't even know if I can use coral. That might be really rough to do. Let's just get rid of all glass that's on this side too and rework it. Let's see. I'd go with birch signs. I think the other ones stand out too much. Yeah, I'm just trying to get those like brick effects on the side here. Um, Maybe just not spruce. Maybe I just get rid of the spruce ones and use birch there. Yeah, you're right, actually, though. You're so right. I should not have doubted. That was actually good. And then we mix in... No, not there. This build is starting to work a little bit. I think in here is all mushroom. More or less. And then there's like a splotch of like regular sandstone in here. Layer sand with smooth sand. Yeah, that is that's a good idea. I need to be using the replace tool. I don't know what I'm doing. So that comes in like that. And then I think this should also be spruce there. Now, this is kind of like light gray. I mean, but like, I gotta avoid using the glass because it's not helpful. I definitely think that there's a jungle sign up there. There looks to be a Guller sign that is like here. Maybe it's a button. I don't know. I think this is starting to work slowly. I think it's starting to come together. If you press your option key, there's a freeze tunnel blocks. Faller blocks like sense. Or control. Yeah, okay. That's helpful. Stone. Do I have stone nearby I can use? Let me grab this. And then I think we do one row of light gray there. And I think up here is still a little. It's a little dark actually, or it's a little light. Sorry. Yeah, this is not atrocious currently. Uh, it's getting better, I think. Now up here is also kind of stonish. There's like almost like brick back here again. But I think it's just a stair there instead of a full block. Yeah, it's starting to blend much better. I agree. Yeah, I think it's starting to get a little bit better now. There's still some messy spots though, for sure, that need cleaning up. And D, I didn't mean to do that. Like this. Sure. Well, no, actually, I don't like that there. I gotta use more of this ore as well. It's smart. And that's like a solid color as well. I think it's quite useful. Actually, no, it's not fantastic. I lied. Now, I think this section up here is what's kind of bothering me still. Oh yeah, that's nicer already. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're starting to get somewhere. Now, I think I think this needs work now in here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I maybe mix in some glass. Oh, yeah, those are also great references, J-Bus. That one's got a really cool background. What? That's crazy. The windows on that one building are really cool. Okay, so I think what we do here is, let me grab these. We're gonna just use a bunch of signs here, buttons. Yeah, okay, it's coming together now. I can see it. It's starting to work. It's becoming cohesive now. Yeah, it's starting to work together now a bit more instead of being just like all over the place. We just need to do this section now needs some work, I think. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I like this. This is good. I think there's still some little bits and bobs that need some work in here. Throw a big wall in the background so you're really only looking at this. Yeah, that's smart because it's like it is throwing me off. Let me use, because that big sandstone wall back there is kind of not being nice right now. Slash set blackstone, or not blackstone, black concrete maybe. Let me just look at this. Oh yeah, no, that's phenomenal. Yeah, that makes a world of a difference. It's just because the sandstone, like that blends pretty nicely, I think. This is actually pretty good now. I'm actually quite happy with it, honestly. Yeah, I'm happy with this. This is nice looking. This looks good. I was not so confident before. I thought it looked like crap. Okay, let's not overcomplicate our palette now. Dear God. Yeah, this makes a world of a difference. This actually looks quite good. Okay. Now, yoink, like that. And let's add that green back. I don't know what to use for it, though. Like that, maybe? Like bamboo, like there. Yeah, I should also put in a path, I think. I think that would be worth doing. Oh, what tool is it again? It's a noise painter, 100%. Let's just shove in some basic like stuff in right now. Radius. Oops. Just to get an idea of what this is gonna look like. Hang on. That's pretty bad. Weathered copper for the green part? Actually, a great take. Potentially. Weathered. This is my favorite block in the game as well. I don't know if it works fantastic. Actually, I could like it just one there. Next to the bamboo. And then maybe, is there any, there's no like green buttons, but maybe we can use like just one green glass piece here. That. And then that goes into like this, which is like maybe oak, I think. Oops, I didn't mean to put that all the way back there. And then this up here is quite bright. I'm gonna set this as pale oak right there, next to what seems to be like birch up here, like birch and then weathered maybe. I feel like I'm overcomplicating it a little. Let's see. Yeah, candles. That's a good call, actually. Yeah, using floating candles. I didn't think of that, but like I've done that before. I don't know why I didn't think of using candles, but also it still might be overcomplicating. I don't know. This might be too bright. I think it's a tad too bright. Also, yeah, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We are working on a starter base, or attempting to work on a starter house here. Oh yeah, wait, let me continue this path so I can like see. Oops, let me not go up there. So, I definitely think this looks good, but we're still missing some of that. I don't know, some stuff here. I don't want to overcomplicate the green because I've got a very cohesive palette here, and it's really easy to mess it up. Like I can add one block and it'll screw it up. So and it looks like you're letting the textures colors inside the blocks do the heavy lifting instead of the glass. Yeah, exactly. The glass was a little too much. I was putting way too much glass on it. It's like I said, you gotta trust the process. It'll get there eventually. But yeah, I do some trial and error before I get there. for sure. I want to say there's a maybe use walls and put the green behind it. Wait, what walls in the wait? What do you mean? Walls in the green behind it? Now this here is it's sandstone. Now this in here is dark, but I'll fix it later. I'll make it real quick. Okay. um, I don't think it's that dark actually either. I lied. I think it's more like this. And then this stair is regular sandstone stair. And then there's a little hint of purple underneath it. So I want to try and see if I can sort of recreate that without, you know, like messing up the colors too much here. That's hard. Because it's such a small, like, little minute detail. Maybe it's like that, I think. Yeah, I think it is like that. That's a tiny little detail though. You can see it's like up beneath that little window. And then there's some more green up here. And I think that is one green glass pane, like here. And then maybe another bamboo? No, because I don't want to reuse that. Also, this bamboo is still bothering me a little. I think it's maybe a bit... The texture is more bothering me. Um, melon. I don't think this will work, but I'm just testing. No, of course not. It won't work. Yeah, I need a desaturated like bright-ish green. That's not because weathered copper doesn't work quite for that color. Um, granted, I don't think there's anything else. I think that bamboo is the closest. I mean, I could use my color here. Let's try using the color picker and see, because we're getting like a sort of desaturated green. Like where is this? Like here, kind of? No, it's a bit more green than that. What color here? I need to look at the reference again. I keep like tabbing out. Oh god, I'm like doing a million things right now. Please stop that. So it's like I mean, I don't think I can get this on day one, but I'm willing to attempt it. That's pretty cool. Moss with glow lichen. I can try it. Light source though? Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the light source. I mean, it's gonna be daytime most of the time anyway. I sleep all the time in my own worlds. Or actually, it could even be bamboo with glow lichen on it, because it helps like grade out a little bit. Honestly. I mean, it's a pretty aggressive texture though, and that's what's kind of bugging me. Because I know moss is just too green, I feel. It's very green. Mossy cobblestone. That's good. Mossy cobble. Or maybe even mossy stone brick might be the call, but like that's almost lacking color entirely. So I don't, but like I do feel like this is going to be more cohesive when that section is done. It not being quite as bright as the reference, but also like here, is this like really annoying? Not really. Like I think it's fine. But here, I want to detail this section more because it's still not very good looking, honestly. I mean to do that. There's like a door that covers that section there, and I'm debating if I should add that because I don't know if I'm able to. Is the problem? Like I could use some pale oak here, right? But it's just not gonna look correct. I don't think it's gonna look right. So I think we should do maybe like that. And then let's grab some signs. And there's also like a big splotch of that there. This vine is bothering me. I don't know what this roof is made out of here. That actually might be mossy cobblestone, honestly. This I think is mossy cobble. That and also mossy stone brick together. And slab, let's grab a mossy slab. And that's quite cohesive still, I think. That one's bothering me though. I am gonna just change this all to be that color. How about copper trapdoor? I mean, for what, this? It's like, I could use the door thing there, right, for that, but I just don't think it's just not going to look as good as if I just leave it open and go off the reference a little bit. Like, because here, I could do it like this, and then I could like, but it just looks a little silly. It doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be there. I don't have to do the door like that. I think it looks fine when it's open like that. This looks really good, actually. Yeah, this is coming together. Let's move one over. And then, wait, I still gotta figure out what to do for this here. Oh, you sent it to me? Oh, that's good. Oh, wait, that is good. What the? Oh, that's good. I mean, I don't know if I can do that in this spot, but I can try. The problem is I don't think this is gonna fit on that scale. Bamboo. All right, you put it behind. And then let's put another sandstone there. Because like this just looks kind of strange a little bit. Like it does add some cool depth, but like not that much. And like I don't think it's worth putting in that there. I do like your texturing there though. But I'm just gonna keep it as bamboo. Yeah, we've made a lot of progress here on making it not look like complete crap. We're getting somewhere. It's starting to shape up quite nicely. Let's see here. Light gray. Again, that's blue, not light blue, light gray. Okay. Like yeah, this is a strange one. Let's do it like this though, like that. Weathered copper trapdoor. Like here in this area. Like there could be good actually for that little section, but were you talking about like on that door thing I made? We're at last time I saw it was white though. So oh that's right, yeah. I mean we textured it for a while and it was pretty trash. It was pretty bad. Or like I did it for a little bit and then it was bad, but then it came around finally. The pale moss and mossy cobble offset the bamboo really well and it sets up for stone up top. Yeah, I'm actually gonna use that. We can go off the reference a little here and try this to see what it looks like. And then we can bring the sign over there. And we can, let's layer some of this around. Oh yeah, I can tell that's cohesive. I think this needs some work though now. Like, because I like this transition of this here, but then it falls off very quickly going over to here. So it needs to be properly balanced more. Oh, for the bamboo. I don't know if that would work. I'd have to see. Um, oh, just to overlay it? That's not terrible. I quite liked, stone buttons on top of that, I think. A little bit more white into the left side? Yeah. That's a good call. And then let's use some pale oak buttons and bend skates and all that jazz to kind of shape this up. And like this house I'm actually gonna live in. Like I remember when I built the barn, I didn't really live in it that long, but this one I'm actually gonna live in a while. And that's why I made it so much larger on the inside, because I can put like a lot of living space inside. This is looking really good though, I think now. I think this is starting to really shape up. I think down here I should use some darker like blocks though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's night and day. That's very good. And then I think I should also kind of shape up around here. Is there any like, let's use some mud walls there. Actually no, let's not, that's very dark. Just build map art day one to get the right color. I mean, that's like what the struggle has been a lot of this time, is just trying to get correct colors. um, I actually think this is kind of like mud that comes up through there. This glass, though, is what's annoying me. Gray, we'll put some gray in here. This is starting to look good. Like, this is actually starting to look quite nice, I think. I think I need some more shaping up around here. I really love this whole section. I think this is what still kind of needs like some tweaking. Um, oh, background music. Right. Sorry. Let me do that. I kind of forgot about that. You know, that's a good call. Um, let me do that real quick. I'm sorry. Um, maybe. Hang on. Let me see if I can find some like. Uh. Yeah, I agree, J-Bus. I think more stone down there might help. Like copyrighted music. Yeah, I'm trying to find like what not to, because I gotta find stuff with no copyright. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can do this properly. Bro, what is this? What on earth? Okay, there we go. Oh, the problem that this is like here. I need to get ad blocker though. Hold up. Why? Curse a new PC. I don't have like anything set up. And I don't want to, like, I can play no copyright music, but I also don't want to play ads randomly in the background as I'm currently doing this. Hang on one second. Let me set this up really quickly. Hmm. Hang on. Give me a second here. Settings. Yeah, I'm just looking for these settings really quickly. Where is this at? Hang on. I'm not playing mainstream like pop music. I'm probably just gonna put like some like lo-fi music in the background really quickly, just because that's easy, and also I don't have to worry about copyright really. Um, just start playing. Yeah, I don't know. Just start playing Katy Perry. um, okay, here we go. Okay, no copyright. It's still playing ads. Why? I just turned on an ad blocker. What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Hmm. Dude, why is it playing ads? I don't understand. Stop playing ads. Hang on. Uh, I know. I can't with YouTube ads. There's so many, and also they're always like really long. I swear, like, and you get like unskippable ads now, which is like really lame. Okay. Let me turn this back up. Okay, now you have music, I think, potentially. Now, okay, let me. Yeah, 'cause I was supposed to set that up at the beginning of the stream, and I kind of forgot about that. I would use Spotify, but I'm not trying to pay for Spotify. I don't want to pay for Spotify. Spotify is, yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to pay for Spotify. You said to add more stone in the back. Like, do you mean like in the bottom here, J-Bus? Like in this corner down here? If you're still here, hopefully you are. Like there, kind of. I mean, I guess, and I mean, like, I can't really get too mad at YouTube ads. That's how I get paid. So, like, with YouTube, but like, still, they are annoying. Here, let's start on this little staircase, kind of on the side over here. Well, actually, no, here, this first. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Where did I find this inspiration pic? Literally just on Pinterest. I was scrolling on Pinterest and I just saw this painting. And I was like, I really want to build this. I pinned the message in the chat of like the painting name if you want to look it up. I think it's a painting. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Buttons here. You take that picture you got right through an image and share it to turn it into a micro version. It will help you a lot. What? I'm not gonna use AI. I'm very anti AI when it comes to literally anything. Could you add a pale oak sign right across the bamboo? Sure. That's actually quite nice. I will first, before I settle on that though, I just want to try a button as well. I liked the sign. The sign actually did help quite a lot, honestly. And I think I'm gonna put a stone button there. Now, what is next here? Above it, not across. Wait, a sign above it? What do you mean above it? I can't like turn the, wait, like there? What do you? Does that use actual blocks? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the AI stuff too is not gonna do it correctly either. Yeah. And plus, that, like, yeah, I don't know. There you mean, though? I think that's what you meant. I'm gonna put a button there as well, though, just because I liked it. Yeah, when you take a step back now, this is starting to look really nice, though. More along the mossy cobblestone and pale moss. I think one there would do it justice. One there, and then one here would be pretty good. Instead of one, oh, man, I'm thinking about it. Who's season or am I misunderstanding Starter House? Okay, so yeah, let me explain. So I'm gonna start a single player world, just because I want to be able to build on for longer than a year, and so I'm gonna be doing the creative, or I'm gonna be doing server stuff along with single player. So this is a starter house for a single player series, that I'm gonna be starting pretty soon. But yeah, no, it's all starting to blend together quite nicely. I think especially now after I start this staircase and then I start working on essentially what is like the background of the build, so to speak. Like that other back section, it'll be good. Now, this is gonna be torture for me in survival on day one to get all these different materials, but it'll be worth it. But it's still gonna be pretty annoying to get everything. But it's definitely starting to blend together quite nicely. I think what I want to do up here is I want to do some signage there. And then we can do that. Now let's start like some loose work on the staircase here. Now, there's almost like a, I want to say a pale oak wood. That, kinda. Sure. I think I want to mix in more bamboo here, along with, let's say, mushroom there, and then mossy hobble there. And then that's the wrong glass. I need a light gray. Can't spell. Light gray. Yeah. The server videos are gonna be pretty much, or these single player videos will be the same as the server videos. I'm just gonna be, you know, doing a different builds essentially, but exact same thing. It's not gonna be that really that much different. This is a classical YouTube server house where you might have well finished the game with how long it will take you to collect the materials. Exactly. I mean, like, man, my dog is sneezing behind me. Okay, yeah, but like you're. Yeah, you're gonna need, like, I'm gonna need to collect, like, all the wood types. Like, I gotta go pale oak, I gotta get birch, I gotta get mangrove, I gotta get all these ores, bamboo I need to go get, so I gotta, and, like, I need to go to a jungle, so, and this is all gonna be in large biomes, so I gotta get on the nether roof. Is it spelled gray in other countries? Mine's with an A. Also, yeah, acacia logs. I will try that, because that's smart. do some lighting tricks in here, like that, and then let's use some buttons. Actually, I want to use stone here, because that's very... here, 1 second, guys. Alright, my bad. Okay, so... Here, this is like that, I think. I wish there was I need a gray wood type, like desperately bad. It's actually so sad how badly I need it. That looks kind of neat. I like that. White glass for strips of color down? I think that's a good idea. Like that, maybe? And like a sign there, perchance? Nah, not there. Maybe a button. It's hard fitting like glass in this small of a space right here too. I don't think I particularly like glass. It was definitely worth trying, but I think it kind of takes some of the cohesiveness, because like your main focus should be on this rather than like there shouldn't be a lot of bright stuff over here. That helps it being darker. So look great with these colors. It's basically slightly grays. Yeah, andesite's a good call. That's pretty easy to get to. Andesite is like a little bit here, and then let's put a pale oak button there, and then let's do some mossy stuff on the railing. That, yeah. And then this comes... I mean, I guess I could kind of just wing it, because I can't see what that looks like particularly. So let's just do it like this. Yeah, God knows how the interior this is going to be, but I know the main kind of door, there's going to be one in the side here. And then, but like, I think it's going to be fun to lay out the... No, excuse me. I think it's going to be fun to lay out the interior in here, actually, because it's so, like, crazy and all over the place. I think I could do some really cool stuff with it. And I thought it was more green than that. Actually, it doesn't make a huge difference. This is very green right here, and I wish there was a slab that I could use to get more of that. I mean, maybe waxed. I think waxed might be good. Like there is that's quite good, I think. So let me break this. This is kind of, I need to like get a clear look of what I'm looking at. Very nice. Yeah, this looks very good, I think. I want to mix in some moss in the ground here, like up in here, kind of. And then just like a grass block up in there, like maybe a short grass right there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is leading up to be one of my better builds, actually. Like, this looks nice. Like, these colors blend together very nicely. Now, this, I think, is smooth stone here. I think this staircase, but there's no smooth stone stairs. Oh, that's so annoying. Why? Why is there no smooth stone stairs in the game? Why? I don't understand. They added slabs. Why didn't you add stairs? It's infuriating. Well, maybe we get some andesite stairs out. this, kind of. It just doesn't look correct, though. The andesite's way too dark. So, I mean, like, and I have to use, I mean, if I can get over this front section here, please forget that blocks need all the variants. I'm still waiting for mossy deep slate variants. Yeah, there's that. I need dripstone variants pretty bad. They had a tough variants, but they didn't have dripstone or like calcite variants, which was kind of weird of them to do. I don't know why they didn't do that. Maybe we just go over here. Oh, that. It's almost like this, concrete-ish material. Man, yeah. I mean, maybe I just do like this, but that's, and then smooth stone here, like that. I mean, maybe I put a block here. Like, I mean, it's kind of annoying that I can't use stairs properly, but also the colors are more correct. So it's not, like, that frustrating for me. Okay, let me put replace mode on. Yeah, and that's pretty good. I like this a lot, actually. Don't look sideways at this thing. It's pretty strange. No, I think this might need some work. Also, I swear, I think there's like bricks coming up this. I think there is. Yeah, I think there's a brick roof on the top up here that's like kind of hiding away. And I think it's here. That's messed up. Would be funny if this build had a green back to it. I'm not gonna do it to this build. I'll do the backside because like I already went ahead and did the backside like shaping wise, so, and it's not as nice as the front, but that's also because the front is like, you know, the good part. So I should actually. I'm not gonna pull a green. How low do you think I am? Do you think I'd stoop to that? That I wouldn't put it back on this building? I mean, granted, for episode 1, that would be kind of funny if I just didn't put a back on it. But no, I can't do that. I have to do it all the way. Now this in here is like another light grayish material. Okay, that's just the floor there. Let's see here. Yeah, like that, maybe. I kind of want to add some more stone-ish elements to it, though, so maybe I might, first time actually using cobblestone on a stone build. Wow. And then let's use some buttons here. Actually, I like to... It's barely noticeable, though, honestly. Now, I think there is a small strip of terracotta right there, kind of hiding away. Just build it in an actual painting and just live in a great giant black box behind it. Full Hollywood cutout. That would be pretty funny. I know one of my friends on here who builds stuff a lot, builds like paintings a lot, is gonna build like a whole museum and like full of just the frames of the paintings, like, but like massive scale because the builds are huge. Maybe like this, and then we'll use some more like this. Like that. maybe moss carpet here. I don't know. It's like that doesn't connect quite right, but also I don't really know how to get it to do that. Well, I mean, I think I should use like a full block right there because it's kind of tucked away anyway. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing too, though. I mean, this is like, this will make for a great thumbnail. This will. This is a really good looking, like, you know, picture for a build. I'm excited to start working on the trees in the background. You can see there's those like dead trees with the branches. I really want to do that. Similar to Minecraft? I'm not sure. I mean, you'll see me play some other games on stream probably this week or later, because like I just like streaming, whatever. But I mean, I mainly just play Minecraft. I mean, I've played some sandbox games that are like Planet Coaster kind of, but that's not like Minecraft at all, you know. That's very different. Let's say that this is all kind of overgrown in here. We're just gonna make this all mossy. And then we'll kind of branch it up into that so it blends a little smoother. Yeah. I played a game for a while that was, because like I really like dinosaur stuff. That's like something I'm really into. And so I played like a sandbox game that was the equivalent of like Planet Zoo that was called what was it called? I think it was called Prehistoric Kingdom, I'm pretty sure was the name of the game. It's like a pretty obscure game. Not that many people know about it. But it's a very good game. It's very well developed as well. Like the team of it actually adds like consistent. They're not like Planet Zoo or like Planet Coaster where it's like, you want 2 new creatures to your game? You must pay $10 for DLC. They just add it. They just add features whenever they like once every couple months, like every 2 months they'll add something cool. Which is nice. Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of that. Yeah, Prehistoric Kingdom's awesome. I haven't played it in a minute, but they consistently update the game a lot, and that makes me happy. It's like, I swear, dinosaur games have like a plague upon them that allows them to have ever consistent updates. It's like impossible. I actually am gonna add some pale moss here on this section because I want to be able to add some grass on top of this. Like that. Yeah, this is turning out pretty good. Man, I'm gonna be so annoyed because I'll be in my material list and schematic and I'll be like, why do I have 1 light blue terracotta? What is wrong with me? Granted, I think I'm gonna use it in the roof over here because the roof is very very blue. It's very blue. Let me change that though. How did I find the seed? I literally just went on seed randomizer. There's like a thing called chunk base online, and you can just like spam click random seed until you find like a world map that looks kind of cool. And then I just went in there and it was a cool looking seed. So I need to go get the seed number. I don't remember what it is. I need to go put it somewhere for it so you guys can see it. Sorry, I like keep flying around and doing nothing. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm gonna do the same thing as I did down there over here and use some. You know, this is looking super cool. I'm loving how this is looking so far. Like from if I turn my FOV down, this looks pretty good. I think it's starting to turn out how I want it to. Although the process has been slow. Also, why is my screen glitching out like that? Okay. Mention flex your blue walls and roofs in Minecraft. First mistake of my life. Yeah, this is pretty much, yeah, a starter house that'll complete it when I have everything. So it's gonna be really hard to build for sure, but it'll be nice. I mean, after it's big enough to where I could live in it for a long time, while I work on other projects. Like, I can put a good storage here and put some farms inside of it. I haven't even done, like, the foreground yet either, because I'm gonna probably put, like, yeah, build those, like, dead trees as well, which I'm really excited about, to build those. Yeah, I can't wait to start on that. I guess I can start on... What material is this back here? It's almost like a... Maybe it's pale, maybe it's pale oak wood again. I think it is. I think for house light you need a really cool custom oak tree. You'd add a diamond ore somewhere that's not even visible for the comedy element. Not on day one. I mean, I'm already filling this thing with iron ore, which granted is not as hard as, of course, you know, as hard as diamond ore, but like still, it's still hard. Granted, dripstone. Dripstone is a good idea for some spots, I think, actually. Because it is like this sort of grayscale brown. I'm thinking if I could use it anywhere. Honestly, I could use it like right here, actually. Nah, that's kind of throwing it off. In here though would be good. Yeah, that's better. Even better, netherite block. Yeah, that would be rough. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna work on this because I've already been streaming for a minute, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep this stream up. Hopefully not too much longer. I've been doing this for a little bit. Stone here. And there's almost like a blue stripe sort of here. It's strange. There's like a blue stripe right there, and I kind of want to try my hand. Is Mosstails here? I don't know. He's not on the server, so I have no clue. You could always add them in my Discord, I think. So they're in my Discord. Yeah, there's like a blue stripe there, which I actually kind of like that. I don't know what material this is. This is like a strange material. Warped fence? Oh, wait, warped fence is not a terrible idea as well. Let me try that real quick. My worry is that's going to be a little bit too much, but we'll see. Oh, it is. It's literally warped fence. You were right. I'm sorry I doubted you. That is correct. And, oh man, I really want to try this. Or, like, hang on. I want to try using a door here of some kind, I feel like, because I don't know why. I think it would work. But I don't think there's a door that matches this color at all, besides, like, birch door. And even then, it doesn't match, like, what I was going for originally. So, here, let's just use stairs and stop being stupid. Like this, and then we'll put a sign over. And let's just put some, let me grab some blackstone from over here. Let's just put some blackstone behind it. Like so. And over this top one, we can put some gray glass to mask at least the transition a little bit between these two. Like, so that doesn't look quite as harsh. It's still somewhat okay. Scaffolding for the window? I don't know about scaffolding, because scaffolding is going to be so... Like, here, I can do a test here, right? Like, I can put a scaffold there, but it's so large, you know? Like, the holes are massive, versus, like, these holes in these sections are always really tiny. So I think it would look very too much open. There's almost like a doorway or something here too, but I'm not sure what that is. But I know that this here is a big old glob of light gray. Oops. Okay, there's no floors anywhere. Also, let me use replace tool. I keep forgetting to use it. Um, let's do it there. Oh yeah, this is really starting to come together now. This looks very good. Let me look at this. Oh man, my signs aren't rendering though. I gotta get a mod for that so they don't unrender. Because otherwise that's gonna really bother me. Bamboo door behind glass could work. You know, I was thinking of that because I had put a bamboo door up here. Because I'm like, the holes would be very nice, right? Like, it looks the exact same shape as that window would be. But, like, actually, I really want to try that now with gray glass. Oh, it's so bright, though. Man, I really want to use it, though. But, like, it's just not the right color. But, like, I really... do I stream often? Well, this is my first ever stream. So, but, like, I plan to stream pretty much... probably every day of the week. So, or at least around every day. Because I like talking anyway when I build, so I might as well stream. The only reason I haven't streamed previously is just because my computer couldn't handle it, but now that I have, you know, new stuff, I can. But this is my first actual live stream. I think I'm going to keep the stairs. The yellow is a little off-putting. Like, it might be in me nitpicking, but like, I'm gonna be nitpicky. It's my build, so. But yeah, it's definitely a little. It was okay before like this, I think. Wait, am I using? No, that's the wrong one. I had birch before, not sandstone. Why not have the bamboo door on the other side of the same block to cast a shadow on it? Like what do you mean? Like, are you meaning to put it in the wall more? Like, that could be smart to darken it even more. Again, though, it's just like yellow. Actually, I like it. Surprisingly, yeah, it's growing on me. I like it. I think it works. I think that works actually quite well. That's good. Yeah, I like that. Now, these colors here are really interesting. They're almost like green, or like, I don't know what it is. It's like, it's like this, but it's like if I took you and then either put light gray or white over you, but like, I don't know what material that would be. Also, this is getting way too busy, so I need to chill out a little bit. Even though I'm like in the middle of building this, I do think I'm gonna end stream just because I've been streaming for like hours, like 3 or 4 hours, I think. Also, I think I want to eat something and go touch grass for a little bit before it gets too late in the day. Yeah, no, this is really good, and this is really turning out quite good. Yeah, I really enjoy how this looks a lot. I think the tunnel still needs shading, of course. And yeah, then I guess tomorrow we could work on these back sections and probably the sides here, because it's such a delusion, because like you see the front and then you turn to the side and you're just like, dear God, because it's so unfinished over here. Like, I've done nothing. We still have the side, the back, and the side to kind of repeat this process over and over again, you know. Granted, I mean, it's the sides are a little less important than the front, but like, I mean, they're still important, but the front is really what's the grabber for like a thumbnail and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream here, guys. Thanks for watching the stream, for my very first stream. So yeah, I enjoy how this turned out a lot, and we will get back to working on it tomorrow. All right.